Pop Culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages, due to that disgusting hermaphrodite that was on the show last week, pretending to be the man with the original tan and the biggest goddamn plan and the undersexualized intro of all time on YouTube. Let me make up for that tonight. Baby, Big Papa's back.
I was wondering what was different about you last week, man. I couldn't.
You seemed off.
Joe, I totally could fucking feel what was different about me last week. That's for damn sure. Usually it was the giant tits. Well, not giant tits, but they'll do.
Yeah. I'm glad Dee-wee did a good job though last week. That's all I got to say.
Dee-wee.
Dee-wee Green. Up next is the last inning, Simone. Big Rig, Nick, you damn.
Whatever. Well, I'm sorry I was out last week, but whatever they said about me was all true.
Yes. You heard it first, folks. He can take a pineapple up the booty hole.
Hey, anything for the channel. Okay, anything for the channel.
That's why we work, man. And finally, American Ramrod Kendo Slice.
Well, I'm here again, like always. But hey, at least I wasn't giving tuggies for free drinks.
That's true. Nick was. If you'd like to know more about the tuggies he gave, join us on After Hours on Patreon tonight, where we're going to get fucking raw.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Honestly, it's going to be our most.
I get to tell everybody about my trip to California and my border crossing adventures and how high I got.
Yeah. So if you want to hear all that, folks, patreon.com/worldclassbs. It's only $1 for a month, and you can listen to After Hours all the time.
Also, there was a rock encounter.
Yeah, I can tell you this on air in front of everybody. Fuck you. You met the Rock and I didn't.
Yeah. That's how he got to do it. He was being the Louisville Tugger and getting those free drinks to get to that rock meetup.
Hey man, Hollywood's a weird place, man. All right. I'm just telling you, it's a weird place.
I gotta say, it's worth not meeting the Rock if I didn't have to touch another man's penis.
That's right. He did it. He even did it with a glove too to make it classy.
Yeah, it was.
Or did no glove make it classy? Because I thought it was.
I think it was the same company of gloves that OJ used. That's what it was. Yeah.
An isotope.
Okay. Yeah, man. Right. Yeah.
Did you not take your heart medication too, so your knuckles could swell up, so you really give them the tug they really desire?
Yeah.
You know, Dion, I wouldn't be talking about too many tug jobs because remember, you owe a hand job to every subscriber. We have 149,000.
No, man, no, that was the squiglet that was on here last week. That's that Dion job.
I'm pretty sure that
for some reason was obsessed with my dick. The one that all of a sudden is talking like he does have a dick in his mouth. He, she, whoever it was. That Dion is doing all the tugging and the loving, not me. I'm the professional, Dion. I'm the one with the face. I'm the one who runs the place. I'm the one who's going to be shitting all over shitty movie makers in something else that rhymes with place.
How about face?
Yeah.
Stace. She's a bitch.
Whatever. You know what? Let's not hold this show up any further. So let's give a thanks and a shout out to our newest patrons. We actually had somebody just join a minute. Metal Dragonair, thank you very much for joining.
You heard about the tuggies.
Yeah, he heard about.
I got to get on this.
You want to hear about Nick's south of the border excursions. We also want to thank our friend Daniel. I also would like to thank JVR. Also want to thank Nathan for joining at a very high level. Thank you very much, Nathan. We also have Scott. Nathan. We also have Tony. And we also have
more white ass names.
Matthew.
But do we
that's where it is.
Do we have Tony Scott?
Tony, and Matthew. Do we have the Tony Scott?
If Tony Scott joined our Patreon page.
Danza.
Yeah, but if Tony Scott joined our Patreon page, we have a ghost.
Yeah. From beyond with a red baseball cap on.
Dude, remind me to tell you about my ghost encounter at Jesse's house on After Hours.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. It's fucking hilarious.
No, Mr. Papo, definitely not better, Dion, with your fucking Amos and Andy ass icon.
We're all back. Tonight is episode 199.5.5. Is that how I labeled it right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
1.5.
Thank you. I thought it was fucking funny too.
So I laughed at it. These assholes. Oh, now you laughed at it.
I was on there this afternoon when he told me what was going to be called, and I was like, hey, I get it. That's awesome.
Great reaction. I'm glad that the blood was pumping through that fucking cold ass heart of yours.
Well, it was like 7 hours ago.
Again, I'm feeling the vibe, man. It was 7 hours ago. That's crazy. Anyway, who's excited for tonight's show? Me.
Anyway, the 7 hours ago, Kendo and I were over on Patreon. We were recording our World Class Bullshitters top 5 holiday films. So all of us gave a list. Kendo and I broke it down. We discussed each film, and that will be live over the weekend. So if you're a $5 and up patron, that's going to be a lot of fun for you guys. And next week, we're going to be recording a lot of stuff. Video, audio, you name it, we're going to have it. And if you're going to request something, next week's the last time this year where we're all going to be together in the same room. So, make it count. Now, real quick, since the update, I said it on the High Council, which had one of our best turnouts in a long time, probably one of the top 3 most viewed High Councils ever. I gave an update on the comic. All has been resolved. I dealt with the printer. They were quick and professional and very courteous. And long story short, everyone's going to get a new book in the new year. It'll be reprocessed and everything will be taken care of. So if you're getting the comic, a lot of people are getting them and telling me, don't worry about sending me pictures anymore. It's cool. Just enjoy your story. And in 2020, you're going to get a brand new upgraded one as a thank you for backing the project and believing in us. So what did you guys think of all the stories that were written about me?
That was obviously, I thought it was hilarious, especially with, I was just like, wow. One, I know that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then two, I was like, damn.
Because like we're in the inside and when we're looking out and it's just like, really, like, come on.
Well, they were all made up.
I was like, it's Jeff. No,
that was the weird part because wasn't one was saying that you were trying to swindle them out of money or something, and I was just like, okay, where do they fucking get this information?
I actually found out I could sue all those people if I wanted to.
Yeah, that's
like every single one of them made.
That's slander and
covered under whatever. It was all libel.
Yep. It's slander and defamation of character. You can totally do that.
Yeah, I could definitely sue each and every one of them, but I'm not because I don't care about those people. I care about the people that back the book, that listen to the channel, and everything's going to be made right for them. And those other people, I don't care. But the cool part is, and Kendo knows this, we've had so much interest in getting the book now because people are like, I missed out on it. We've had hundreds and hundreds of emails. So it's like, we're just going to, probably, I would say we wouldn't be too far off from 1,000 people that either private messaged me, posted in groups I've been in, or sent us emails. So the second printing has to happen now. So I just want to tell everyone that covered our story, thank you, because now our channel's bigger than ever, and we appreciate each and every one of you as well.
That's right. Talk shit about us. We only got bigger. Thank you.
Yeah. So tonight we're probably going to cross 149K on the air, which is going to be a lot of fun. And oh wait, we got one more patron who joined, Mordart. So thank you very much, Mordart. We hope you enjoy After Hours tonight. Man, people are going about high and going to the gay bar.
Yeah.
When we get to a point on Patreon, I'm just gonna send you to California, and you just go on these adventures.
Yeah, I'll be like Dave Attell at like late night or whatever the show he had was.
Yeah,
and just do weird shit.
Yes, I enjoyed that show. I actually went and saw Dave Attell 2 months ago, maybe. He was fantastic.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. So you know what? Let's get started on this new Rise of Skywalker clip. Folks, we have 663 people watching. Let's give 663 thumbs up. By the way, the Good Morning Pop Culture, I'm going to have to move it to Tuesday. I have a family thing. The guys know what's up. If you're one of my Facebook friends, you know what's up. But I got a lot going on this week, and tomorrow just isn't possible. So I'm going to go take care of some business, and I'll be back on Tuesday. We'll do our P.O. Box Christmas special. And then Wednesday, Kendo and I will get together, and we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. So
Nick will be there too, unless he's too busy stopping at every gay bar between Cincinnati and Atlanta.
There's thousands.
Listen, listen. Untapped resource. You get free drinks. All right, don't judge me.
I'm sure your resource is going to get tapped. That's probably choose your words better next time, bro.
Nick might walk into the Airbnb bow-legged.
Whoa! There, I don't do that.
We're good for 4 people. If you want to bring a friend that first night, Kendall and I are going to judge.
Yeah, we don't judge. We're going to think no less of you, no different of you. Just be like, well, now we understand. It all makes sense.
Everyone's welcome on this channel. Anyway. Let's start talking about the Rise of Skywalker. So we are literally a week away. In 1 week's time, we will be in the theater. The movie is actually going to be almost over within a week from now because we have 6 p.m. tickets. We are the very first Fandom Menace channel that's going to be having the review out, unless somebody goes to Japan, which I don't have a passport. I can afford to go. I just couldn't go because I don't have a passport. So whatever.
They're really easy to get. They're not that difficult to get.
It's not about being hard. I couldn't get one in a fucking week. I mean, short of like, I don't know, Joe Biden going, "Hey, let's get you a passport, kid."
Well, just okay. In case you want to go and you need to go quick, you can expedite the service for $170. Just so you know.
Yeah.
How quick will it come?
Like 4 days.
10 days. 10 days.
Well, shit, I think I'll go do that because I need a passport before I go to California. So maybe I'll go do that tomorrow.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, 10 days. You get your passport. You got to go to Walgreens, get the fucking photo, staple it, give them the fucking paperwork. It's easy.
Yep,
okay.
I've done it.
Yep.
So, we'll be the first Fandom Menace channel to have the review up. It's going to be a live review. It's going to be very interactive. I might actually buy a burner phone and let people call in. I might. I gotta see how tonight's show goes. If we get a lot of thumbs up, I'll go buy a burner phone with.
Well, I mean, I do have the burner app on my phone as well. We can just do that.
Okay, then we'll do that, and we'll just fucking have it anyway. So fine, we're gonna have a call-in segment next week, folks. Just get excited, all right?
Oh yeah.
Nick will screen the calls.
No, yeah, well,
we have Lape screen the calls.
There you go.
Of course.
No, Lape will get trolled.
Yeah, he doesn't understand sarcasm or just anything really. Actually,
Charisma.
Yeah.
Wherewithal.
Well, we have costumes to wear next week. So, and Kendo, see.
Yeah, it's fancy dress.
Yeah, it's fancy dress, guys. Don't worry, just show up. I got your costumes covered.
For the movie or for the live stream?
For the live stream. We're whatever the fuck you go to a movie. We're going out in public. You're not going to wear this. These.
I'm just making sure because the ones that had to wear fucking costumes in this fucking crew is me. So I got to make sure I clarify some shit.
Dude, I found your leprechaun costume today when I was cleaning.
You got to hug Billy Zane. Quick.
Yeah, but I was like, why are you complaining?
Listen, there were prices that had to be paid. I understand that, but again, that point stands.
Also, Lance Hendrickson gave you a hug too.
Yeah, and he couldn't stop laughing. So I don't think it was laughing out of respect, but I'm just saying I got to clarify my position. Just know what I'm walking into. Like I'm mentally getting my space. You know what I'm saying?
Fine. Well, I'll bring you your birthday present next week, and you can do what you want. Well, you will with that too. So there you go. Awesome. You'll feel special.
What a coincidence! I'm bringing your birthday present down too. It's gonna be a birthday off.
I might not wrap yours because the thing it came in is actually really cool.
Oh, sweet! Fuck yeah!
All right, so that's next week, folks. Get excited. We've had a ton of new videos coming out. We got another one coming out tomorrow about The Last Jedi getting shit on by Disney, J.J. Abrams, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, and Oscar. Basically, if you're a main player in this fucking movie, they all made fun of the last one this week. And to watch, I don't even know if I want to call them SJW people. Just call people with bad taste freak out over this. Makes me laugh. So we'll cover that a little later. But Rise of Skywalker, new clip, just dropped 2 hours ago, roughly. And
yeah, something like that.
And I've never watched or never seen a movie that keeps putting out clips and it feels desperate. Like when they would drop like a minute or a couple seconds of Avenger footage, I was like, oh my God, what was that? Who was that? Or when they would drop like little James Bond snippets before Skyfall or stuff like that, I was excited. But with this, I have the feeling I'm just ready for it to end. And I'm just like, all right, you keep showing it, and you're not going to convince enough people to go. Like, we all saw this clip. Dion, what did you think? Without going into detail, what's in the clip? What'd you think?
If you need any more proof to justify what's going to be wrong with this movie, that's it. It's not going to be good. It's just, the clip is fucking dumb, and it's... I can't really put in the lack of direction. Number one is huge, and then two, it's like, oh, okay, so all the shit about them going into detail about how they weren't going to take shit from previous films, they fucking did it. They 100% fucking did that. That's all this movie's going to be. It's going to be fucking hilarious.
That's all it is. Now, Nick, what did you think when you saw this clip? Without going into detail, what's in it? What are your thoughts?
Like, it was confusing, and I mean, like, I get what I guess I kind of get what they're trying to do, but it doesn't make sense. Like, where's it going to fit in? And there's going to be a whole like thing that's happening while I guess other things are happening in the movie. I don't know. I just don't care anymore. I just really don't care anymore. I'm beyond done with Star Wars. I just don't care. I want this to be over with so badly.
Kendo.
To quote the great Randall Keith Orton, stupid.
If you're gonna quote a great wrestler, Randy Orton's the best.
Yeah. Well, that's just kind of I watched it. I'm like, all right. So essentially everything that's in the leaks that they said is going to happen probably is going to happen. Okay, great. So I'm going to bring some marshmallows to the dumpster fire.
I think you could get sick off the fumes. So I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat that.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll just get them nice and flaming and catapult them at shit.
Fair enough.
There you go.
Ethan's mini trebuchet, and we'll
Dennis the Menace style. There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you get like one of those like really good like skinny ass branch things, you can get some good whip action on. You know the kind that Adrian Peterson used on his kids. We can get one of those and just fire them.
Oh, okay.
Dion gets it.
Yeah,
is that the football player?
Yeah, he's the one that got in trouble for beating his kids with a Switch.
Yep.
Nintendo.
Yep.
No,
Good old classic Adrian Peterson.
I love playing dumb. I'm not playing. Anyway, I saw this clip today, right after I told you guys we got to watch it for the show. And I'm sitting there, and, Kylo Ren comes down on a Star Wars space elevator, a spell-elevator, with his lightsaber intact. And okay, it's meant to be cool and dramatic. And like the lightning strikes as he comes down this elevator shaft. And what do I see? Giant statues of Emperor Palpatine. And I'm like, oh God. Now, what a lot of people may not realize is that this is ripping off Return of the Jedi's pre-production footage. So give me a second, because I just wanted to show this. Dion knows the original ending to Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
And it's just so all that talk of them, and especially what was it before the trailer dropped? It was obviously they're taking the themes of the previous Skywalker trilogy and just building on it and making it better. They're literally just taking the shit they think is going to work, and it's just so funny. It's funny because it's devastating, but it's funny because all the shit that Disney has talked. All the shit that the detractors and the people making excuses for Disney and the people trying to say that, oh, well, Force Awakens saved Star Wars and that The Last Jedi was a risk and it paid off. No, it didn't. Because if it worked and it paid off, there'd be new shit here. Shit that isn't clearly copying from the previous films. And the fucking teaser trailer bullshit, hummabub, honey dick, whatever you want to call it, fucking proves it. They couldn't even come up with their own villain. Now, unless there's some major swerve, which at this point, if it is, it's going to be the craziest swerve in franchise history, because they're clearly trying to lead everyone to believe it's the Emperor, which even if it is the swerve, that's a bad fucking idea. That's going to hurt you. You're basing everything on word of mouth at that point. So even if they're saying, hey, it's not the Emperor, it's going to be some fucking fuck up at the end, word of mouth's going to get around. And it's a fucking that would make it a horrible marketing campaign that you based it all on the Emperor to piss everybody off, and then just kidding, we were fucking around. I was like, whose idea was this? So either you fucked it up or it's gonna fuck itself up. One of the two.
So now look, right here is the Ralph McQuarrie image I was talking about. So this was the original Emperor throne room with Darth Vader, Emperor, and Luke Skywalker. And now I'm not saying it's directly from this, but some new Rise of Skywalker stuff. And we have this right here. And so there's that. You can see that they're very similar. And it looks like what we're getting from this new clip. So Kylo Ren is clearly descending to the core of a planet, or they say in Star Wars, the planet core. And then they go directly into this shit. So we have statues of the Emperor, the Emperor's voice. And the part that pissed me off was when I heard Darth fucking Vader. Like, to leave the good name of Darth Vader out of this movie. I don't know why that one set me off. Like, there's a rumor that Han Solo is going to come back as a Force ghost.
Oh God,
I might puke blood.
I kind of figured that would happen. I was just like, they're going all in for this last one. I mean, they're throwing everything at the fucking wall. They're gonna do that.
I've never seen a major studio scramble out of desperation. I just saw on Facebook, because I'm on the Star Wars page, they keep posting posters of the original Star Wars, and they're showing how they're doing homages to those. It's like, I get it. This is the last week. You got to pump it up. But like, you're not advertising the new movie. Film. You're advertising the fucking old ones. It's the Skywalker saga. And all you do is show me images from the Star Wars movies I like, and you hope that I'm going to go see this movie out of like, oh my God, I like the old ones. I'm going to go see it. It's like, a lot of people either are going to go to see it because they want to see how it ends out of curiosity and then not come back, or a lot of people just aren't going to go fucking see it. Like, I don't know how to gauge this movie. I know it's not going to be a flop or a failure, but it's not going to make Last Jedi or Force Awakens numbers at all. I don't even think it makes Last Jedi numbers.
No, not at all.
Because if the leaks and stuff we've seen are true, and we'll know because it comes out in Japan relatively soon, we're going to know thanks to the internet. And there's going to be a lot of credible sources. You can't fake the movie once it's out anymore. And everyone's going to know who comes back as a Force ghost, all this bullshit. Remember the whole Luke died thing, Kendo?
Yes.
That was so much fun to troll those people.
It was. They came walking into the place to have dinner and drinks before the movie. And we were like, hey, do you know Luke's going to die? Luke's going to die. And they looked at us like we were idiots. They're like, no, not.
They were dressed as Jedi.
They were too. That team made it better.
Oh, that's even better. Oh, that's even.
And then they went and saw the movie. I'm hoping in the same theater we were in, and then fucking Luke dies, except for his Terminator hand doesn't clank.
Now, do you remember how I almost got into a fight last time?
Yes, over pita bread.
This time?
Oh God.
No, I have a feeling that the majority of the people there will be dejected because if it turns out exactly how the spoilers say it will, I think they'll finally get, wow, these are fucking terrible. I mean, there might be some extra douchey Star Wars nerds that are like, "Hey, Star Wars, everything Star Wars is great." They might try to talk.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but anybody who's a blind fan like that is a dumbass. I'm sorry, because you're just like, man, it's got Star Wars name on it. It must be good. Like, is that if that's your brand? Is it your brand of approval or thing that signifies quality? You're a moron. I'm sorry.
That'd be like me saying every single Spider-Man comic's great. Well, let me show you the Clone Saga, and then we'll talk. I mean, your favorite thing. I know this sounds really harsh, but you should be critical of your favorite stuff. So the people that are in charge of your favorite thing always are held accountable, and they don't make garbage. Yeah, there's no excuse that $1 billion company can get away with the shit they get away with.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Yeah, if they've made good films before, why are they not making good films now? Huh?
You know what though? I think The Mandalorian makes this movie look even worse because with The Mandalorian being the quality or having the quality that it does, like I'm excited to watch episode 6 tomorrow. You just don't have a reason because you have the resources. This isn't a small independent thing. Like Nick, if we went and saw a $2 million horror film,
yeah,
I would not hold that to the same standards as I would, a $20 million Blumhouse, which Blumhouse doesn't even give 20 million, but let's say they did.
Yeah,
I would hold that to a higher standard. But like, this is Star Wars. This is Disney. There's no bigger company. They want to tout. We've had 5 $1 billion pictures in 2019 alone. It's like, cool. How are you doing this so poorly?
Yeah, I mean, when the Mandalorian is succeeding and like they couldn't even get the fucking Baby Yoda. They didn't realize Baby Yoda was a thing. People are gonna go apeshit over it. They couldn't even make toys fast enough. Like, how does your marketing team and your business do so fucking poorly that Baby Yoda, you don't even look at Baby Yoda like if somebody's drawing it or coming up with it or has a concept for the CG, you don't immediately look at it and be like, that's going to be the thing we need to make toys of right fucking now. We need to do that right now. You just like what brush aside and be like, it's okay. We don't need that.
Yeah. Wow, that guy fucked up.
Oh, wow, good job, Jameson.
Sorry, I think that it was smart that they didn't put out Baby Yoda toys yet. Because a lot of people would look at that and go, "What the fuck?"
Well, no. What I'm saying is like maybe like once the 3rd episode is out, you put out toys, kind of thing. Not like it's not like before or like the week of, but like 2nd or 3rd episode in, you put out the toys. But like it seemed like they were scrambling to put them out now.
Look, Mecha Random is obsessed with Baby Yoda. That woman, if you had a Baby Yoda doll to buy today, she would drop $40. Think of all the fucking hype around this character. Man. Disney should have had a warehouse full of these things.
Oh, 100%, dude.
He had them produced in a special factory, and then when the time comes, you know what you do? You announce it like you said after the 3rd episode, and they go, guess what? Baby Yoda dolls will be here in time for Christmas, and they just ship them out. They rush them out. People will buy them up. I might even have bought one if that was the case.
Yeah.
look at the character's cutesy. I get it. I like it. I love the show. But like, you got to strike while the iron's hot. And I think Disney, they're like, it's coming in May of 2020 or February. It's like, look, the Star Wars hype's going to be over. The Mandalorian's going to be over. This isn't 1978. This isn't the early bird special. Kids aren't going to wait between February and May of 1978 to get their 4 Star Wars action figures. This is the internet age. Everyone plays video games where they download directly to your home. Your phone's a computer in your pocket. You get shit now. Like when a new show drops, it just appears. Like we don't live in the era where a company can afford to have shit late. That's why I look at a lot of the Marvel Legends figures based on Avengers Endgame, and I'm like, that's why they're clogging shelves, because they came out months after the movie because they were worried about maintaining secrecy. Now, is secrecy more important than getting stuff to customers? I don't know. Maybe you could. That's a question everyone can answer themselves. I have no majority say over it. But the Baby Yoda train's cool. We're going to talk about him in a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even with the whole Black Friday thing, I mean, if still going after Black Friday thing is idiotic as well, because like you can do it from your phone. Like you get emailed 30 times during that week, and then afterwards about Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals. Like you can do it from your phone and your couch.
I love Black Friday though. It's so much fun. Like I've made some really good Black Friday line friends. Like we're all waiting for a TV, or we're all doing this, or we're all doing that. Like my favorite line people were when I waited for the Nintendo Wii back in 2006.
Oh my gosh.
Just good people. This lady brought me coffee and cheeseburgers.
And then when the doors opened and you ran and you elbowed her in the mouth.
Actually, no. I was holding her spot. She was the 3rd person in line, and I was the 4th person in line. And she's like, is there any way you could hold my spot? I said, sure, because they came out and told us they have 13 systems. So I was guaranteed to get one no matter what. So I was like, yeah, lady, I'll hold your spot. So she brought me food in the middle of the night.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I digress. We'll talk about that on After Hours. Shit. So this clip has Palpatine, manipulating Kylo Ren. We have to see hear Darth Vader. We hear the voice of Snoke. We hear all this stuff. We see like a chamber that has. It looks like a hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z, where Palpatine's living, or he's a body, or like a floating head, like he's on Futurama.
Dude, no, it's just a brain and 2 eyes. It's all this, and like a liquid fucking thing.
If that's the case, he's like Mother Brain from Metroid. I'm gonna hate this even more.
We're gonna hate it regardless. Once again, the trailer that dropped had space horses on the outside of the fucking destroyer. Enough said. Game over.
Forget, Nick.
What?
I'm trying to forget.
I know, but I'm gonna keep reminding you, just so you can be mad at this.
So Sith troopers. There's a Star Wars commercial right now. Sith troopers have rocket jetpacks.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Also, why are they Sith troopers? Do they have a little bit of the Force? Like, what's the deal with that? I think
that's the case. They go to this exegil. I got the spoilers pulled up. We'll talk about it to give people better context.
Okay.
Because I feel like one thing about our audience with this, like everyone's so invested in the Rise of Skywalker, like either bombing or just the dumpster fire around it, but everyone knows what's up. So yes, we do have to provide context for the listeners, but at the same time, I feel like of the 1169 people watching right now, I'd say 700 or 800 know everything that we're talking about off the top of their head. So if you know what we're talking about, press 1 in the chat. No, but back to this Kylo Ren scene. For not being the hero of the story, he's also not written as a villain. Like, I don't get what he's supposed to be.
Because they changed it in the middle of the fucking thing. I mean, and that's what's just so frustrating about this, because clearly, no one knew what they were doing. They had a vision of what they wanted in The Force Awakens. They changed it, very clearly changed it for The Last Jedi. And here we are again with this up in the air bullshit. No characters clearly defined, right? The ones that they want to be the stars of the film, which they clearly want to be Reylo, to be the tip of the spear for this franchise. They're trying to copy the same thing with Luke and Vader relationship, and they executed it very poorly. So, they're still good in you. They're still good in you, but he's, fighting his uncle Ghost. They're still good in you. They're still good in you, and he's shooting his mom out in the vacuum of space. But the story's been so shittily put together. You're supposed to be like, oh well, they're still good in him like there was Darth Vader. Well then, bitch, either make him Do the Darth Vader story all the way. Do it right or don't do it. They don't know what they want to do, and this is very clear an indication of what it is, because here we go again with Palpatine. Even like I said, even if this is some type of swerve, it would be them swerving the end of the film for the sake of serving the end of the film. There's no build-up. So if it is Palpatine, again, it's a last-ditch effort to do exactly what you said at the beginning of the fucking show. Hey, remember that other video? You liked to hate Palpatine, right? Because there was, remember that? You guys remember that? Here he is again. Fuck this guy, right? Give us your money. It's a fucking clusterfuck, man.
Well, I mean, with the Darth Vader, it's definitely using the emotional manipulation, excuse me. And then did you notice what happened next? The Duel of Fates starts fucking playing.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, Disney's whole mantra with episode 7 is forget the prequels, let's move on, we're not worried about those, everybody hated those movies, they were so bad, we're never going to talk about them. What do you do when you milk and pillage and raise the original Star Wars films? You go for the prequels because you're out of shit to rip off. And now they're going to the Duel of Fates, which it's like, look, it's a great piece of music. I love it. From the minute I heard it, that's the best part of the movie to me, is that the damn lightsaber duel. But like, it's, I don't know, man. It's like literally they took the Star Wars pot and they kept picking out all the little pieces that they liked, and they built something with new pieces that just doesn't look right. And then they're like, oh shit, we need more old pieces. And we're like, I hate to put the character like this, but like when they're scraping the bottom of the barrel, they're using Lando, they're doing all this stuff. It's like, Lando should have been there from the beginning and been respected. And
right. Like I said, when we started this fucking shit show, in terms of going down this fucking aisle with Disney Star Wars, when you start something and you specifically are being definitive in saying, okay, well, we're going to do something new, but then without warning, you milk the old shit. You paint yourself into a into a corner story-wise, right? So they did The Force Awakens. They basically just redid A New Hope, right? And then, because of the backlash there, they bring in this fucking, 5-headed orangutan dude, and he just tries to go meta with it and go and copy Empire Strikes Back, but with random bullshit in it. So he painted, and it's before the end. So he painted everything into a corner. So there are very little things they can do. So to distract everyone, to salvage it, like you said, they went to the old shit because they can't go. They are bound by the fucking the restraints of a good story, right? They're trying to salvage it. They can't just bring in random shit now because fuck. John Stain fucked us, and now we can only go in so many spaces. So let's pull shit from the prequels. Let's pull shit from the original trilogy to cover up the fact that we can't go anywhere with this. And then we're gonna put horses on Star Destroyers. We're gonna have the two of them combined destroying an altar of Darth Vader. We're gonna have that bad guy that everyone hated because we can't salvage our no balls villain at this point. And it's so fucking Duel of the I couldn't believe that shit. And then they keep repeating homage. The posters are an homage. The throne room is an homage to the original concept for The Last Jedi. If you're making an homage, it's no different than Psycho when it came out in fucking 99.
You mean you don't like Vince Vaughn over Anthony Perkins?
I love me some Vinny V, but how many people talk about that fucking movie?
Has anyone ever referred to him as Vinny V in the history of anything?
No.
Yeah, we used to say it all the time during Thursday. Remember, we used to call him Vinny V, bro.
I'd just like to cut in real quick. I would love a 5-headed orangutan dude as an action figure.
Are you? Well, we were gonna get Therm Scissor Punch, but that never happened.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pablo.
I want 5-headed orangutan dude.
God, I want a Therm Scissor Punch action figure. That's what I want.
Can somebody Photoshop us a 5-headed orangutan action figure?
We know where to send it.
Yeah.
By the way, I was down in that basement cleaning, and guess what I found?
A 5-headed orangutan.
An orangutan?
No, Rose Tico.
Oh.
I was like, how did this get down here?
She probably threw it. Fuck this shit.
She found you, Jeff. She found you.
She found you with love.
Yeah.
I might have to elbow drop an action.
Yeah, she was trying to save the things she loves and kills the things she hates. I don't know.
Just
What am I to her then? I don't love her.
If you want, I'll bring
clearly you're still alive, so you know.
To say if you've got some roast Ticos, if you want, I'll show up next week with a golf club and we can tee you off on Tico.
Oh, we should destroy. I got cases of them. We should destroy some of them on camera.
Oh God, I gotta bring all my shit with me.
We'll put those on Patreon. I don't want people to be like, you guys are was it hate mongers of the toxic brood? I'm like, yeah.
Fuck, they already call us that.
Yeah.
They call us way worse than that.
Yeah.
Do you think we should microwave a roast Tico?
Yeah.
All right. I'll bring plates to the Airbnb.
I love it. Neil's like, Dean, are you saying because you can do something better with a roast Tico? Is that what you're doing that for?
I mean, how many roast Ticos you bringing then? Because like I said,
like 30.
Okay, well, me and Kelly Marie Tran, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to ruin my chances, you know what I mean?
You mean, I mean,
you don't have a chance, but if you had a chance,
how do you ruin 0?
Look.
But yeah, I'm just it's just they put themselves in the corner and they clearly have no idea artistically how to get out of it. And I mean it's very blatantly, this is gaslighting filmmaking where you bring shit to distract you from the fact that there's no fucking story left. The story can only go in one direction, you know, and they're trying, well, in this case, it is fucking downtown Leroy Brown, fucking dead down. And they keep pushing that idea of, well, they're gonna fight on the ship in the rain, but then they're working together. Oh, remember that thing where he had a helmet? He's got the helmet back on. Yeah, the helmet's back on. Yeah. Oh, and then remember how he mentioned his grandfather in The Force Awakens, the movie that I did? His grandfather, aka Darth Vader, aka the guy that was there in the beginning, he's there now. And it's like, where's the story that you guys originally came up with? That's the fucking question. There's nowhere, because we're there in the corner. There's nowhere fucking else to go. You wasted time on a fucking arms deal metaphor about fucking capitalism and John Boyega's sweaty face and fucking horses and fucking bullshit about, oh, well, we sent out a distress call. So all of a sudden, there's a bunch of people there now. Okay, so you made a point in the last film that no one showed up, but people will fight. We have to lead them. Bitch, it's the third movie. What do you mean? It's too late for that shit. We're going to fucking die. Why did you do this shit a year ago? I tried to lead motherfuckers. We were wasting time going to fucking resort planets. What the fuck? What do you mean? Why are there horses here? Get me spaceships. Oh, wait. Oh, and then again, hey, there's fucking Y-Wings now. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is the point of
where were you in the first 10 minutes of this movie? We had Slash bombers all of a sudden.
Yeah, you know where we could have used Y-Wing bombers? In the last fucking movie. You know why? Because they bomb shit really fucking quickly. But no, people will go. They'll fight if we lead them. Motherfucker, what? Even if that's the case, why is she going off alone? That's the part that pisses me off about this whole thing. There's a corner, nowhere to go. There's supposed to be a great giant battle. Why the fuck is Rey going up? Bitch, we're about to die. Where are you going? Where are you going? We have a space battle. Be at the space battle. That's your job now. Be at the space. What the fuck are you doing? Riding a fucking
look at your Google calendars, bitch. 7:00 space battle. It's 7:35. Where are you?
See that old black dude? He was here last time. We won the last battle because of this black dude. Bring your ass back and help him. Help him because clearly you fucked up in the last film. Help him. He's the one, the fucking Battle of Tanab. That motherfucker's going to save us.
Thank you for making that reference. I was about to ask you about the Battle of Tanab.
You knew it was coming, man. I wasn't gonna leave you hanging. But that's what there's and no one gets that. Like no one else understands that. All this shit from the trailer, like if they put it together, hey, I will be the first to be like, you know what? They at least made a story. But no one's like, where's all this shit coming from now? Because they made it very clear that they didn't have fucking anyone to help them out. Where's all this shit coming from? I don't fucking know. So it's a hodgepodge now, fucking army. When everyone was like, "Yeah, fuck you guys on Salt Planet Red, fuck you," now and then. It's just like, oh, okay. Well, now Emperor Palpatine's back, okay, and he's in a fucking ice planet. All right. Well, we're not gonna say anything because Disney's fucking ending the Skywalker saga. Fuck me, right? You know, she's like, what the? No one's asking any questions here. What?
I'm asking a lot of questions.
Like, well, I know you guys are. I'm saying generally speaking, everyone's like, oh, we're so excited. There's a fucking new chick who's riding horses. She's got an afro and a fucking, bowcaster. Where the fuck was she in the last movie? Are we gonna explain that shit? We're not gonna talk about that shit. We're just gonna all look at Lando laughing and we're gonna be okay. Everyone's like, oh man, he said, he's gender fluid. Bitch, where was he in the last movie? His best friend was fucking murdered. We're just not gonna talk about that now. He was just gone for a whole fucking movie, right? Oh, okay. That's cool. All right, cool. And now the fucking main character's fucking training on a forest planet. I'm sorry. Are we in a war or are you making fucking tikis with the fucking natives? Like, what is she supposed to be? Oh, it's so cool to see her with remember when she broke the fucking lightsaber, everybody? Everyone's cool with that. The lightsaber's just back, right? Because she's the independent story, but she still has someone else's lightsaber. Okay, cool. We're not gonna say anything. All right, guys, cool. There's Star Destroyers in the ice. Yeah, we're all there's Star Destroyers in the ice. We're all okay with this shit. Yeah, okay.
What's your take on the Star Destroyers with Death Star planet killer weapons?
That, I swear to God, if they make another listen, I'll tell you right now. I didn't see 7 and 8 with you guys, right? So this is a big, I'm excited. I get to go with my boys. I get to see episode 9. We're gonna be drunk. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna go back to Airbnb. But I swear to fucking God, if there's a fucking Star Destroyer-esque super weapon, I'm gonna look at the screen. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is this? And I swear if someone responds to me like, shut up, I'm gonna be like, I will fucking end you. Shut your mouth. Everyone's okay with this shit? Like another Star Destroyer.
We're getting
another one.
That means that there's gonna be 4 Star Destroyers. You know what makes bad guys fucking suck? When they do the same fucking thing over and over again. If you have Star Destroyers that can't move and they're all just super weapons, why the fuck won't you do that from the beginning? Do that from the beginning. Why are we in ice? I'm part of the New Order. I want to win this war. Why are we in ice if we have fucking planet destroying fucking super weapons? Why are we waiting? This dude, how is he back? He's dead. He clearly does not have the wherewithal to lead this fucking army. Why do we have fucking Star Destroyers? Why can't we get something different?
Why do we have, instead of speeder bikes, we have bikes with treads? This is Star Wars. Shit can fly, yet we're on tank treaded motorcycles and they can fly now.
Because they've clearly established that the fucking resistance, because they didn't want to say rebellion, right? Because they wanted to do their own thing. They're the resistance, right? They're fighting the New Order. These motherfuckers, hey, our plan, the base we're gonna go to, the backup base doesn't have working ships. We fucked up, but we didn't learn our lesson. We're gonna use fucking vehicles that are trapped on the fucking ground. I'm sorry. We're fighting a fucking Empire copy. They fly spaceships. Why am I about to get into a fight with a speeder bike with treads on it? Bitch, I'm going to die. What? We're using horses now? Okay, cool. We're not in the future. That's great. Oh, cool. Now the Y-Wings again. Thanks, General Leia. My kids are going to be in slavery because you guys fucking suck at your jobs. This is great. Oh, I can't.
Dude, you're on fire.
Yeah.
It just drives me fucking this teaser was the nail in the coffin. 2 weeks ago, I was like, you know what? It might be good. It's fine. I'm trying to hold out face. And I'm trying to hold out faith and face. It's the 2 F's I'm trying to do. The third F is me getting fucked in the ass because clearly they're just tapping their computers really hard. Here's a script. Oh, hey, JJ, let's work on this movie. What's the script? I don't know. Let's just come up with the shit as we go with it. We don't have enough time to finish the movie. We've got 2 weeks. We've got fucking plenty of time. Fucking what? Star Wars.
Oh, God.
Star Wars. I can't. It's just the teaser just fucking fucked me up. It fucked me up. I can't deal with this.
Speaking of the teaser, look at this image of Rey right here. You see this?
Yeah.
Okay, now, does it remind you of, let's see, this? You see how they're going for the whole Rey, Luke, all this parallels?
That's weird.
Mm-hmm. That's the first thing I saw when I saw that her standing in front of that TIE fighter on fire. I was like, wow, we couldn't have ripped off A New Hope enough. So we got to go back.
God, if she says anything close to "I used to live here," I'm gonna go cut a fucking hole in the goddamn screen.
I'm gonna go. I hope you die here. That's gonna be my line.
Dude, people are gonna fucking hate us in that theater. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I will ruin someone's experience because me ruining it for someone there is a lot fucking better than some assholes from Lucasfilm ruining it for you with shitty fucking movie. Like it's just all the eggs in the basket though. So they're they'll say it's homage though. They'll say it's an homage. Whatever planet they're on, they're on skiffs and they're fucking in the desert again, and Finn is going, woo! I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, the barge scene, great. We're back at that. Thanks, guys. No, I haven't seen this before. I'm so glad that I don't know how this is gonna go. Oh, there's a lightsaber she's gonna flip. Okay, cool. Because that's right. Because she was making, wind catchers with the natives. Okay, cool. No, we're good. We're good. Everyone's fine with this. We're fine. I'm fine. How are you?
We had a slight weapons malfunction. Anyway, no, but I wanted to make a video on emotional manipulation. I can't speak. Sorry, dry mouth. I wanted to make a video on emotional manipulation in regards to this film, the way it's being marketed and merchandised. And so in the last video, which has blown up crazy, I just did the comparison of the Force Awakens to the New Hope poster. There's the new one that's out that looks just like the old Revenge of the Jedi / Return of the Jedi poster. But it's funny how they'll homage A New Hope and Jedi, but they kind of leave Empire stuff alone. I don't know if they're afraid to touch it, if there's some respect from it, or it's just not as I don't know. You can't rip it off as much. I don't really care. That's not a discussion I'm trying to have. But my point is, like, everything is built on the iconography of the old Star Wars, and there's nothing, cool or fun from the new stuff. It's like they're gonna fly through Exegil, which is that red space stuff. Okay, that's new, that's different. We got to see what it is in context, but like market it that way.
Well, and we said this a few. And Frank, it's I think it's more than that, right? Because it's at this point, like, we said all the time, you're sacrificing story to check all these boxes. We said it before. It's you don't have room to add all the shit off a list and then happen to remember to write a fucking movie. With these, especially with the Disney ones. There's no even the prequels. There were Star Wars moments that were specific to that part of the story. Obviously, A New Hope, Star Wars. We'll just call it Star Wars because that's what it was. It kicks it. You have the double moons. You have the trench run. You have the Obi-Wan. Of course I know him. He's me. These iconic moments that are specific, not just to Star Wars, to that film. Empire, you have the Battle of Hoth, you have the chase through the asteroid field, you have the first confrontation between the hero and the villain fucking wins, and then you have I'm your father, right? Even in Return, you have him slowly walking into the room and he's a fucking Jedi, and you have him, the battle on the barge, and then you have obviously them realizing that the second Death Star is operational, and then you have this crazy battle. You have Endor. Then obviously you have the epic confrontation where the boy becomes a man and he faces his father and he saves his father instead of the father saving him. An epic Star Wars moment. You brought up Duel of the Fates. Say what you want about the Phantom Menace. We still say it's not the greatest fucking movie of all time, but it has a Star Wars moment. The door opening and it's Darth Maul and he takes his life and it's a double-edged lightsaber. And you're like, holy shit. And then the fucking music hits and they start battling. It has a Star Wars moment. Even with the Clone Wars, the fucking clones showing up on Geonosis and fucking Yoda fucking rebounding force lighting. It has a fucking Star Wars moment specific to, and obviously you have Revenge of the Sith, the final battle, the up into that point, this crazy fight where they become brothers, and it's on fucking Mustafar, and you have I Hate You, and all this shit. It's a Star Wars moment. The Force Awakens doesn't fucking have one. The supposed Star Wars moment of a fucking planet blowing up, they copy that from Star Wars. That's Alderaan. The fucking The Last Jedi. The Star Wars moment is very clearly fucking. I love you too, Little Biscuit. The Star Wars moment is very clearly taken from Empire Strikes Back. That's the Star Wars moment. You had them try to make a Star Wars moment with the scene on the casino planet, and it fucking failed. So now we have what's going to be their Star Wars moment in Rise of Skywalker. What's going to be the Star Wars moment? It's either going to be this is Palpatine or They're going to copy fucking Return of the Jedi. That's the trend. There's no Star Wars moment. There's nothing specific. You can't pick out anything specifically to The Force Awakens that say that moment that's Force Awakens. That moment is Force Awakens right there. I could hear that in the background without seeing it with my eyeballs. I can tell you that's Force Awakens. It doesn't have that. They tried to force it with him and the lightsaber. And with The Last Jedi, he throws his fucking father's lightsaber and then goes sucks the tit of a fucking alien and drinks its milk. That we all point that out, but that's the wrong fucking reason. That's a meme now. And anyone that wants to defend these movies, if you like them, whatever, fuck you, but whatever. But if you mean to tell me that any Star Wars movie that's original to these new ones, I promise you it's copied from another thing. And that's the problem that everyone that's defending these movies is okay with. So the next one's going to be the Star Wars one is going to be, the horses, even if it's not in space, the horses on the fucking Star Destroyer. No one's going to be able to explain that shit. Even if in context, what's going to be the moment, man?
Well, look, right here, we got the big final space battle, and it looks just like the Return of the Jedi space battle when they go up against all the Star Destroyers. That thing's operational, and they go back. All crafts pull up, and then the Star Destroyers start fighting them again. And, here comes the TIE Interceptors. And I don't get how anyone could not notice the similarities. It's not like it's coincidental at this point.
There's nothing original, and it's depressing as fuck. The other films have cultural relevance. There are things that specifically, everyone knows I'm your father's fucking Empire Strikes Back, man. Everyone knows that shit. Everyone laughs about it, but it's a great good. Just this evil grandpa looking motherfucker trying to make you kill your daddy. Good. Let the hate someone made the hate flow through you. Comment in our fucking comment section. That motherfucker knows that is Return of the fucking Jedi. There's nothing in these other movies. And like you said, it's gonna be Return of the Jedi again.
I've been watching Return of the Jedi not every day, but the other night during the High Council, it ran long, so I put on the final battle scene from Return of the Jedi, and just to be aware of it, because Return of the Jedi is probably the original trilogy film I've watched maybe the least. I don't know. There was a point in time where it was my favorite, so maybe not.
I know. Well, I don't think so, because I know you was your favorite, and then we, especially we would just. You and I watched the original trilogy just for the even when we were just fucking around talking about stuff, we'd have Star Wars.
Dude, I'll never forget the time. Dude, the time Brittany brought her baby over, and she was so excited to show us this kid, and we just wanted to watch Luke Skywalker. We didn't even get up. We didn't get up to look at this kid. We're watching Star Wars.
Yeah, cool. That's a nice kid. Luke's got a green lightsaber now. That's cool. Yeah,
sorry,
put the kid up. Make the kid watch this shit.
Just keep your kid at home. We're gonna watch Luke Skywalker.
But even then, what other moments do these movies? You and I, these films, we can point out shit. Fucking, cold shouldering somebody's new fucking kid, or you and I getting shit faced, and the time that you came in for Thirsty Thursday, and you and I got drunk as fuck and sat there and said every line to A New Hope. That's I cherish that fucking memory, because that was oh fuck, this dude is obsessed with this movie too. That's great. Nobody fucking has that. Even people who love these movies. What did you finger pop your girlfriend while you were watching The Force Awakens? Probably fucking not. Did you go to the movie and your mom said, I ain't watching that bullshit? That's the memory you probably have from The Last Jedi. Do you remember getting online and some dude calling you a name, and then you reported him to Facebook? That's the memory that you got from The Last Jedi. There's nothing sacred from these films, and it's just that's and at this point in my life, turning 30, that's where the empathy thing comes in, because I pity the shit out of Rian Johnson, because he doesn't understand that at all. You didn't make something that's going to be a linchpin in somebody's life. You copied something because you were paid to do it, and then you defended it because you were supposed to. You didn't make anything. People are going to remember you more for Knives Out than they are The Last Jedi. And here you come, J.J. Abrams, who can't finish a story even if he has a fucking 357 pointed at the back of his fucking head. He's trying to salvage this. And even he's saying, hey, I didn't get the meta thing that Ryan was doing. People in the company that hired you to do that movie, they're all saying, hey, that you're the Batman and Robin of Star Wars. Esquire and Comic Book Rant and Vox and what's the other one? The Forbes, when they came out with that Last Jedi saved Star Wars bullshit. They're not going to defend you in 5 years from now. They're not going to defend you 10 years from now. They're not going to defend. They're damn sure ain't going to defend you 20 years from now. You didn't, and I legitimately at this point feel really bad for him because he went out there like when Ali was fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship when he was starting to get fucking Parkinson's and he got the shit kicked out of him for no fucking reason.
Yeah, but I have to like somebody to have sympathy for him, and I don't like Rian Johnson.
I mean, the dude's gonna go down, and he's gonna be the Batman and Robin of Star Wars. And it's
no, he's not, because the thing is, Batman and Robin had the luxury of taking 8 years off, then rebooting with Batman Begins, and we look back on it, but we also had, great Batman, Snyder Batman, like
Batman.
Yeah, Batman. What can I say? No, but this is all part of the same saga. Like Disney not bought in, but they were locked into the Skywalker saga, which it was never called the Skywalker saga.
Exactly.
That is a marketing tactic to tie it into other movies because it is a disconnected, broken saga. This is the bad trilogy. There's the original trilogy, prequel trilogy, or shit trilogy, as I'm going to start calling it. Because realistically, even if you enjoy The Force Awakens, it is broken when you go watch The Last Jedi. And no matter how great this next movie is, this will always be a broken, not thought out trilogy that will always have, problems with the logic, problems with the setup. It was all just done poorly from the get-go. I wish we would have had it even in 2015, Dion, when we were new on YouTube and had no idea what the fuck we were doing. I feel like we could have produced a more coherent, thought out Star Wars trilogy.
I mean, fuck Nick. Nick's not the hugest fucking Star Wars fan, but the dude loves fucking movies, and I understand. And again, I'm not ever gonna say that I'm qualified, but going off of what you just said, like we love this shit. There's a love with Star Wars. It changed the world. It's important in so many people's lives, but more importantly, the good ones, someone wanted to tell a story and they took time meshing the story out. Obviously, it wasn't like there was 5 years between Empire and A New Hope, but say what you want about the prequels, but George Lucas said, hey, I almost had a fucking nervous breakdown. I'm gonna go hire this dude, Irvin Kershner, and I'm gonna have him direct the fucking movie to make sure the movie's fucking done right. And you didn't have that. They wanted to check boxes with The Last Jedi, and they go and get some, headstrong, dwarf who just wanted to make a fucking name, and he went out there with no fucking idea what he was doing, and then everyone jumped on the bandwagon and fuck. It was the man babies and the racists and the misogynists, and it's like, no, you had a shot. You had a shot. You had the final, you had the ball at the end of the game, and you could have sunk the fucking free throw to win the fucking world championship of movies, and you fucked it up. And that's what you're going to be remembered for. The bots thing is going to die down. No one's going to be like, oh man, racist movie, because you got racist and misogynist assholes every time there's a major film. No one's going to pay them any attention until they're going to say, hey, a couple of them said some shit. It's the internet. That's the thing. But no one's going to be like, that's what ruined a multi-billion-dollar movie. Some asshole in the basement who watches fucking hentai, he ruined your movie. No, he fucking didn't. You made a bad film, and that's what's gonna go down.
Well, the thing is too, like the fans, the fandom menace, whatever you want to call us, at the end of the day, we won, because we've been saying, not just us on this channel, not the four of us, but everybody in this community that's been picking apart The Last Jedi, ripping it apart. Like, we've been saying it since the movie came out. And of course, there's that window of corporate speak where we have to protect the film. We have to play ball. We have to look good. We're a team player. That window has closed, not because J.J. Abrams has, wanted, this is in my video tomorrow, but I firmly believe that J.J. Abrams has been allowed to say what he's saying publicly, as well as Daisy Ridley, Oscar Isaac, and John Boyega, because this is Disney's last-ditch effort to get you to go, hey, they don't like The Last Jedi either. You should go watch this one because it's made by people that didn't like it, that want to fix it. It's like, you shouldn't allowed it to have happened in the first place. But at the same point, it's too late for this shit. It's too late to try to win us back. I've never watched a movie that each month it's like we're trying a new tactic to sell more people on this film. You can't sell the movie on its own. Like, shit. Every movie, every blockbuster we grew up with as a kid, they sold the movie on its own. Like, remember Independence Day? It was sold on the trailer of the White House.
Oh my God, yeah.
Or do you remember Armageddon? It was sold on the trailer of the asteroid and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
and that fucking song they played every 5 goddamn minutes.
Oh, the Aerosmith song?
Yeah.
So every Aerosmith song, Dion, is just you going Aerosmith like that.
That'll put butts in seats.
It will. We have 1,589 butts in seats right now. They're all listening to you sing Aerosmith like that.
But yeah, they don't want to close their ears.
Oh gosh. Well, I mean, like it's weird because, like, you look at the Mandalorian and it's I think it's pretty much universally loved. Like people across everywhere seem to really like it. There are some people who call it, like SJW crap and it's woke and things like that. As far as I've seen, it's been pretty good. And
I don't know how it is any of that stuff.
Exactly. Like I haven't seen any of that stuff as well, and I've been looking for it. I'm like, I don't see it at all. Am I missing something? Like I don't see it at all. But they have the ability to make the Mandalorian, and everybody seems to like it. And it's really good. How do you make the Mandalorian and fuck up 3 movies?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to answer what you actually are talking about real quick, The Mandalorian is on Rotten Tomatoes. Not that I'm saying their score matters, but it's got a 93 from fans and a 93 from audience critics and a 94 from the audience. So I mean, there's no discrepancy.
Yeah. The audience. I mean, with the audience, it's it's a lot of fun. It's a good show. I've had a good time with it. I think everybody else has as well. And I mean, it's just I don't know. I can't fucking deal with it because they've made The Mandalorian, which is a really good show, put a lot of thought into it, put a lot of stuff into it from that's canon, and they still made these 3 movies that don't make any fucking sense. Like,
I'm trying to find a breakdown. Here we go. Breakdown for each episode.
Okay.
Wow, I'm actually surprised episode 4 has such a high ranking because I thought that was a bad episode.
It was a little boring for sure.
So episode 1 has an 88%, 92 for episode 2. That's one of my favorite ones. 93 for episode 3. Good, but not the best, in my opinion. 91% for episode 4 and 73% for episode 5. That's pretty damn low.
Yeah, I thought episode 5 was pretty decent.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a good episode.
I guess, whatever. I still stand by 4 kind of sucked. Nothing to do with Gina Carano. Besides the fact that she punched his helmet, which deflects laser blasts, it's made of Beskar steel, and it didn't fucking hurt her hand. Like, of all the things to show, this woman is stronger than a bullet. So let me just shoot her and see if she can punch it out of the air. And then I will buy the fact that she can dent his armor or even hurt him with her fists. I thought that was stupid. I thought her character was fine, and I liked the interaction and relationship they had, but I absolutely hated, like, if they're gonna fight, throw him around. He can't deflect that with armor if you can pick him up and toss him around. But the punch of the head and some of that stuff, just like, why wear a suit of armor, dude? You could deflect sniper bullets.
He was deflecting shit all day, and then well, even then, like in the first episode, you had like some humor and things like that with the assassin robot and stuff. Like, it was like the first episode was fucking solid, man. I was very very happy with that, and it's been really good so far. And like, how do you make this? But you fuck up like the goddamn movie saga.
Well, there's a reason for that. You have competent people making The Mandalorian. You have Jon Favreau writing it, who is a passionate fan of the franchise, and you don't have Kathleen standing over there pulling the puppet strings of JJ and Ruin. That's how. And I'm sure Jon Favreau has made more than one draft to his script.
You mean he didn't follow the George Lucas thing of just write it now and then film it in 2 weeks?
Well, I mean, that's the Rian Johnson only one draft.
Oh God, yeah, jeez.
My only beef with episode 4 of The Mandalorian was it was a complete, Magnificent Seven story, which there's nothing wrong with The Magnificent Seven. It's a great movie, but and before somebody tries to all over me, I understand it's from the Seven Samurai. I get that too. But I was just like,
Seven Samurai, so that's not exactly a fucking groundbreaking point to be made by somebody trying to be a fucking jerk about it. I mean, you can even say that they're fucking copied after the man with no name. You know, I get there being similarities, but people want to dump on the Mandalorian. It's like, hey, fucking, it's an episodic show that's way more put together than a multi-billion-dollar fucking movie. Fucking, you gotta swallow that pill. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Either the movie, if everyone is doing a great fucking job, then explain the fucking backlash. It's not all fucking man babies and sexists and racists, because that's not how billions of dollars fucking work. Because if that is them, that means that you and your friends are dumb enough to fucking not go see the movie because of fucking assholes. So, you know, you gotta pick what side you're on. It's two things can be true. The movies aren't good and the Mandalorians are good. You know, fucking people wanting to dump on the Mandalorian, you know, sorry, honey, that fucking dog won't hunt.
So, let's read some of the super chat because we are very, very behind. Dion's been on a tangent for an hour.
My bad, y'all. My bad.
First off, J-Pat says Dion needed a stand-in while he was watching Dark Fate again.
Yeah, probably.
What number are you on, Dion? 16 or 19?
I was
42.
Dark Fate in my balls and my woman.
Oh, so 12.
Yeah.
Oh god, that never gets old.
No, I just wish you'd admit to us that you liked it that much.
Yeah. Or just admit that you went and saw it.
I have a feeling we're gonna get up there for New Year's and he's gonna be like, "Hey man, I gotta tell you something before this decade ends." I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" He's like, "I saw Terminator Dark Fate." I know.
Yeah, we knew. We know.
We've all known.
We've known the whole time.
Darth Fatass says, "Hey Dion, how was Dark Fate?" Oh, how was cigar?
Old Dark Fate Dewey.
Let's see. Cesaria Japan says BHC capacitance electronic disc. Oh, he's got a CED has been obtained and sent to you. Thank you. Now wait for my mangled copy of Stealing Solo, my early bird certificate. Yeah, you're gonna get the mangled version first, and then you'll get the perfect version with the probably holofoil. Just saying. But thank you, Cesario Japan. Echo Base Network says, I covered the story, Jeff. Not sure if you saw it or not. Echo Base Network, I did not. I guess you're talking about the new Kylo Ren thing we were talking about, the trailer. Michael Roth says, when I showed Stealing Solo to my friend, he said, think of it as the one-of-a-kind Michael Roth version. Yes, it is the one-of-a-kind, your version. You get your address printed on the... Who does that? Never mind. I'm not going to get into it. But yeah, you literally have the one-of-a-kind version with your name on it. I'm going to look back in a couple of years after a couple comics and go, I can't believe that happened. And we'll finally be able to laugh. Actually, I'm able to laugh now. It's all resolved, so...
Yeah.
But this has been a shitty week. So thank you to everyone who's been cool about it. Thank you. I hope you liked the story though, Michael. So there you go. Lance Orlado says, bro, did I miss out on the first printing? I joined right after your campaign. I would love if you opened up a second printing for us procrastinators. Well, Lance, you are all going to get a second printing, and it's going to be a different cover. And I can't talk about what it is yet until it's ready, because people are going to get excited. The guys know, the person I'm working with knows, a couple people know, but you'll get it. Don't worry. I want to do more of these things because it's funny. For all the shit I've had to deal with, the people making up stories about us online, I've been getting a lot of positive feedback from the book. So, I mean, cool. Like, I stand by the actual Stealing Solo story. I'm very proud of it. But, yes, Lance, we'll get it. There'll be a second printing and everyone will have a chance to get it. And then there we go. Our audience is more than doubled in size since the first print run. So,
oh yeah,
give everybody a chance. And then if the second print run does well, I'll make the sequel right away because I already have the sequel worked out. And then if that one does really well, then there'll be the final closing chapter. It's a trilogy of stories, but everyone's just got to show interest because I'll make them. Alex Powers 2.0 says, you mess with the wrong sisters, LOF and L.
Ugh. That movie's gonna be terrible.
What movie?
Black Christmas.
Oh shit!
Wait, that's in the remake of Black Christmas.
Yep.
Dude, well, no, okay. Okay, you probably don't know about it, but they're remaking Black Christmas again. They did it in 2008 or 9 or some shit, and that was pretty fun. This one, I watched the trailer for, and I was like, no, this is they're doing the whole Charlie Angels thing where it's about females. They're gonna fight the bad dudes who are trying to kill them in the house or whatever, and I'm just like, I can't take this anymore. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'll stick with the original Margot Kidder.
That was fun. Well, even the remake that happened in like 08 or 09 was like it's fun, it's violent, it's bloody, it's a good time. Highly recommended because I was kind of iffy on that one as well. But both of them are really good. Go check them out.
JRG Project says, unless Darth Vader comes back and slaughters everyone and ends up taking over the galaxy like the badass he is, I'm not going to watch it.
I don't blame you.
Yep.
Mexican Iron Man says, just got the WCBs notification in the middle of Thursday NFL football about Darth Vader episode 9. Serious? Did I miss a trailer? From confused Patreon Mexican Iron Man. James Earl Jones recorded new audio for this movie. There's Darth Vader stuff created specifically for this film. I don't know how much more is going to be in it, but there's a clip where he interacts with the voice of Darth Vader, and it's not a clip from the whole movie.
God, I love her there. Like, hey, James Earl, can you say something for us on the phone? Oh, thanks, buddy. We got it. Well, checks in the mail. Thanks.
They still don't even modulate his voice properly.
Yeah, well, once again, they can make the Mandalorian, but they can't make a proper movie. Don't know what the fuck's going on.
That is a true statement, my friend. Mm-hmm. That is a true statement.
Accurate.
Bombshoe says, you consider hot dogs to be sandwiches. Kendo, did we not have this discussion on Patreon this afternoon?
Yes, and I said that hot dogs are not sandwiches.
I say they are because it's meat between two pieces of bread.
Right, but it's a bun that's like split down the middle. It's not actually like two pieces of bread. It's just like one piece of bread cut in half. I'm willing to write an entire thesis on why hot dogs are not fucking sandwiches because you know how I feel about sandwiches.
What you should do is you should write it out. Like you should write out one page, and then when we launch our merch store soon, I'll just have you we'll put that on a shirt, and it's why canvas to a hot dog. It's not a sandwich. It's just a fucking paper on a shirt. Part.
Oh my god!
Somebody would wear it.
Oh, yeah.
Some college kid would copy for their thesis.
I'd be like, though, we should get a plagiarism charge for this.
Yeah. I got like a 78-page manifesto on why hot dogs are not sandwiches, and all of a sudden it just pops up on some like USC kids, thesis statement. I see it in the newspaper. Like, hey,
Lori Laughlin's daughter writes a paper.
Yeah, Lori Laughlin's daughter. Yeah, that's her thesis to USC.
What's funny about her is like she was Aunt Becky on Full House. No one has talked about her for almost 25 years, and now she's back. She's going to jail. Like I love.
Man, you gotta love that shit. Gotta love it.
I do. I do love it. It makes me chuckle. Paul Godin says, not going to pay to watch Rise of Skywalker, but I will pay to see Jumanji twice. Not a bad.
Yeah, I'm going to go watch it this weekend because I really want to watch it. I really want to check it out real bad.
Yeah, go see Jumanji twice and then go see Cats once, just like Dion will.
I'm interested to see the box office on Cats because I think it's going to bomb, but it may make some money. It may make some money.
Hard.
Yeah, because dude,
I don't think it will though. That's the thing. I don't think it will. There's enough weirdo women out there that love musicals that will do anything to see it on the big screen. So
musicals don't do well normally. Yeah, they don't do.
You tell that to Hugh Jackman's Greatest Showman, which made I don't know how much. I'm going to look it up right now.
I don't think it made a lot.
I think that movie was a flop.
I'm hitching my horse to that wagon.
Okay.
Oh fuck! He's about to go off the goddamn stage.
All right, so The Greatest Showman had a budget of $84 million.
Oh,
okay.
And it made $435 million.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Get
okay.
the fuck out of here!
I'm telling you, man.
When you got a cast like Hugh Jackman, Zac Efron, Michelle Williams, Rebecca Ferguson, and Zendaya, it's going to make money.
Zendaya?
Okay, you for Cats, you have Rebel Wilson as a fucking cat, okay?
But you got Idris Elba as
a fucking cat.
You got T Swift as a cat.
And
you got a bunch of other people as cats. But here's
Judi Dench
as a cat.
As a cat. So that's why Dion's going. So I'm telling you, people will show up for cats. We can shit talk it all we want and talk about how it looks like, some kind of weird Australian's nightmare. And because it does look like it would be terrible. But there's going to be enough people, I guarantee you, will go see that movie that it will not be a bomb. I'm willing to put a Dukes Brothers bet on there with it.
I'm hoping it makes $12 billion. I want Cats to be the highest grossing film ever. Ever. I want it to make 5 times what the Avengers made. I want everyone to go see it 50 times.
You know what? Just for that, I'm going to buy a ticket for it.
That's
just
my
because
hope
I
for this
can.
Christmas, the entire world goes and sees Cats instead of Star Wars.
Oh, jeez. Wouldn't that be some shit, though?
Costumes and sweaters and all this other shit
to
go see Cats. It's a movie about love.
Wouldn't you shit your pants if Star Wars fails to break 500 million domestic, but Cats hits $1 billion within a month and a half?
I will laugh till I cry.
It will be beyond funny.
Oh god, that's too much.
Oh my god, I'm reading the names of the cats in this movie. Bustopher Jones.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Old Deuteronomy.
Oh.
Rum Tum Tugger.
Well, yeah.
Rum Tum Tugger Nuts.
Oh god.
McCavity.
Oh jeez.
What? Character. Grisabella. Gus the Theater Cat. Bomb Ballerina. Jenny Annie Dots. And Victoria.
Mephistopheles.
Yeah, there is Mr. Mephistopheles.
Okay, because that's actually from the Cats musical.
Mungo Gajeri.
Pretty sure Rum Tum Tugger is too.
I'm not going to read any more of these, but there's no Zendaya. I don't know about the box office.
Well, I mean, if there's no Zendaya, it's going to do great.
But seriously, folks, let's make Cats the highest grossing film ever. All right, let's make Gone with the Wind look like nothing in comparison.
Oh,
yeah.
I want Cats to be so successful that when you adjust any film for inflation, Cats still beats it by a 10-1 margin. That's all I'm asking for. That's world peace.
Yes. Gone with the Wind is going to be the piece of shit the cat buries in its litter box. That's what's going to happen here.
Oh man! All right, fine. I'll buy a ticket for 4 weeks, 4 weeks in a row, just to make it happen.
I want people to go out and rent a theater just for Cats. Take your local community just to go see Cats.
Oh my god!
I that movie looks horrifying.
It
does. Probably gonna do really badly.
Well, the thing is, it looks horrifying to us because we're the straights, but the people that are super into musical, and I didn't mean it the way you're taking it, Nick.
The way you said it was beautiful.
Yeah. But the people that are obsessed with musicals, your ladies and, people of the world that are into musicals, they will show up for this movie. I'm staking it right now. Like I said, I bet Dukes Brothers bet with each of you guys here on the channel that Cats will not be a bomb.
That's fine. I'll take it. I think it will bomb, but I will. Yeah, I'll take that bet. That's fine. I mean, because once again, I don't want it to bomb. If I think it will, but if it doesn't, I'll be real happy for it. That'd be really amazing if it does well. It makes a ton of money.
Dewey says Revan movie or TV show. Yeah, I'd watch that.
Yeah, I mean, a TV show would be
soon enough.
A TV show would be better because you could get it drawn out over multiple episodes.
Oh, definitely,
definitely one shot with the movie.
Yeah, definitely TV show.
Can we just get back to the days of when you can binge a show in one day instead of having to wait weeks for it?
Yes,
that would be great.
Because I loved how when Daredevil season 1, 2, and 3 came out, everything stopped. I took the day, the Friday and part of the Saturday, to get through all the show, and I was like, "Cool, I'm done. I'm happy." I would have rather sat and watched all the Mandalorian than having to wait. Because I know it gets people to think "Oh, we'll keep Disney Plus for a couple of months." Yeah, but that service only has so much. If I wasn't getting a free year of it, Netflix is getting better all of a sudden. But now I'm just shit. I kind of would rather watch Austin Powers than I would anything on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I mean they shot their load too soon on that. I think they should have waited and then brought it out because there's not enough on there. There really isn't. You know,
They don't even have Goof Troop.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, and I keep hearing about them, you know, pulling stuff out of there as well. Some people had some stuff that where it was in their queue. Like they had a queue of like 70 things they wanted to watch, and all of a sudden it went down to like 50 because some things went away. So it's weird.
Yeah. Thunder Robot says you don't know the power of hashtag Solo lost money.
Yeah, we do, because we saw the movie and we know why it happened.
Yeah. Alden Ehrenreich, he's not the worst thing to ever happen to Star Wars, just saying.
No.
Ryan Johnson.
Dude, they should have kept the directors of 21 Jump Street. It would have been fucking awesome. It would have been great.
Yeah, but they weren't doing what they were told by KK.
Yeah, I mean that's unfortunate for her to see past that. I'm sure they were doing something amazing and that was funny as shit and it would have been really awesome to watch. She's like, no, this isn't Star Wars. Like, bitch, what do you know?
Right?
Jedi Bill 797 says Disney is clueless and don't care about fans. 1977. They really don't care about fans.
No, they don't. They're like, we don't really care about the old people fans. We want all the new, young, hip people with no money.
Yeah.
Who stare their phones and make TikTok videos.
Yeah, that aren't interested in our product to begin with.
Yeah, because they were really, really interested in Terminator Dark Fate and also Charlie's Angels and Gemini.
Dion was.
Well, and you were interested in Charlie's Angels. I don't know why you're throwing stones.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a shit show. I wanted to go watch it. I'll admit it. It's fine.
Bullshit.
Last
You liked every
house.
minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw stones, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And this is why we're best friends. Thunder Robots says, got the book today. I've yet to read it, but art great. Thank you very much, Thunder Robots. I appreciate that. Yeah, the main story art I'm very happy and proud of.
Me too.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, well, you just love seeing yourself in it.
I am a mark for myself.
I like how the guy that read it, you said it sounds just like, you know, what you would say.
Yeah, it's an accurate statement. That's what I said when I was reading it the first time. I was like, he knows me so well.
You're you're my favorite person to write for. Because your personality lends to all the crazy shit you do in the story.
Yeah.
And Dion, you haven't read it yet, right?
Of course I read it.
Oh, you did read. You read the digital one I sent you.
Yep.
I was like, I'll give you a fucked up copy. I can't, print your name on it though. Anyway, Joey Feiner says, I got my entire family into The Mandalorian because I want them to know what good Star Wars feels like. Sorry, Joel Feiner, excuse me. Joel Finner. Wow, I can't read. Anyway, so Joel, I think that you've done the right thing by having your family get into The Mandalorian because it's a fun show. And when I was watching it in Philadelphia with Jesse's family, her mom couldn't stop going, "Oh, look at Baby Yoda."
Jeez.
At least it's not a porg.
Porgs are ugly garbage.
Yeah. They're like puffins on acid.
They really are. And then they had that stupid, we put them there because the birds wouldn't leave the island. Bullshit. They filmed there earlier. Like, whatever. Skellig Michael or whatever it's called.
Whatever. It was dumb. They tried to make money off it. Nobody bought them. So,
yeah.
Let's see. And then we'll read Joseph Bianowitz. Joseph, thank you. He says, the movie is a shit show and a dumpster fire.
Yes.
Tell me is that it stinks and you don't like it.
Mm-hmm. The bums don't even want to stand next to it and get warm.
Damn.
Bums. So you guys want to have a little bit of fun at Star Wars expense?
Yep.
Naturally.
All right. I'm going to send this to the chat. And then we're going to... where'd it go? Shit. There it is. And then we're going to play this game for a minute. It's Star Wars related, folks. So if you're thinking, they're changing the topic. Yeah, just to something else. But we're going to have a lot of fun with this. I actually might turn this into a fucking video.
Oh, man. All right. I saw this before, but I fucking love it.
All right. Who should they pick to do the voice of Baby Yoda? Wrong answers only.
Terry Crews.
Liam Neeson.
Qui-Gon, is that you?
Okay.
Joy Behar.
James Earl Jones, because why not?
Ben Stiller, specifically as Simple Jack.
Hold on. God damn it. Robert Downey Jr. in blackface.
Kirk Lazarus?
Yeah, Kirk Lazarus.
What you mean? You people.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody to nobody.
Lil Jon.
Oh, Dave Chappelle.
Okay, can you give me a Star Wars line as Little John, Kendo?
Hey, Baby
Star Wars?
Yoda. Hey, Baby Yoda. Are you a little sleepy, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, Baby Yoda. Do you want some? Space horse broth?
What?
How's it? Do you want some space horse broth?
What?
Baby Yoda. Do you want some space horse broth?
Okay.
All right, buddy. How's it taste, man? How's it taste, little guy?
What?
How's it taste, little guy?
Yeah.
Damn it.
And on that note, I also think that Shaq should do the voice.
I'm looking around at all the stuff.
space frogs.
Trying to look at all the movies I own and think who I'd like to hear the voice come out of.
Jason Statham.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone. would be a great voice.
Use the Force, Luke. There is no try, do or do not.
Christopher Lloyd. Great Scott.
Give me Genesis.
There you go. There you go. Oh, jeez.
William Shatner. William Shatner's Baby Yoda. Boom.
Oh my God.
Dion, give me a Star Wars line as William Shatner.
Oh fuck. Ben. Just come home. Just come home.
Thank you. And then Lil Jon
Michael
as Ben.
Michael Winslow.
Oh, what do you do? Would he do sound effects or talk?
Yeah, why the
Yeah.
fuck not?
Would he have the bleeps, the creeps, and the sweeps? The what? The
Yeah,
what?
he would.
Yeah, anytime like he was using the Force, he'd just be making some noise, be like,
It would be. He would just be annoying the Mandalorian the whole damn time. Just the whole damn time.
How would you feel if Baby Yoda had the voice of Shrek? Just straight up, he opens his mouth and it's Shrek.
It's fucking Michael
I'd be
Myers.
okay with that. That'd be hilarious.
I actually would laugh my ass off because that's so abrasive. You look at this cute little green creature and it's Shrek's voice.
Oh, donkey.
Imagine if it was Gilbert Gottfried. It'd be like the
That was the one I was
duck.
saying. I was going to use that one on After Hours, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, which is fine. We can come back to that. But that would be great because it would be like the Aflac duck, but as a baby Yoda creature.
Oh, that'd kind of be accurate. Well, I mean, they have Nick Nolte doing that. The other creature in the beginning of episodes, like, I have spoken.
Yeah,
that
but
thing.
Nick Nolte doesn't have like one of those voices that is like either grating, is grating, or just makes you want to just smash your head in with a hammer.
That's true.
Oh
man. Well, I mean, it could always be the voice of the nanny.
I was gonna say, Fran Drescher. Oh, there you go. Baby Yoda talks, and it's Fran Drescher. Then you turn the hammer around to the claw part, and then hit yourself in the head.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, Mr. Sheffield. I would love if Baby Yoda had like some really deep voice, like an Orson Welles style voice, something real classical.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, or it's like in Spaceballs when they go to free Princess Vespa and she's singing
Nobody.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, jeez.
Mando opens up the spaceship to go back in, and fucking Baby Yoda creature sitting there singing that. That'd be great with a very deep baritone voice.
I think you'd be funny. It would throw everybody off, but just give it the voice of Gizmo.
Yeah,
it would throw everybody off. They'd be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Or if you want to get Jeff to throw himself off of the cliff, give it the voice of Ray Romano.
Oh, no! I hate that guy.
Yeah, man.
I can't even do a fake Ray Romano voice because it makes me want to just die.
Mando. Do we have any more breath? Mando. Oh, y'all fighting. Oh, okay.
Give it the voice of John H. Benjamin or H. John, whatever that that.
Oh, Archer.
Yeah, Archer. Yeah.
Yeah. Berman. Is it Berman? That's his last name.
I think so. Yeah.
Just give it Chris Berman's voice. There you go, Dion. Give it Chris Berman's voice. I like every bit of his dialogue is every bit of his dialogue is just him fucking screaming Chris Berman lines. Back.
Fucking Mando's fighting Gina Carano. Whoop.
Yeah.
And he's going back, and she could go all they're done fighting.
Bumbling, stumbling.
Oh god! No, or here you go. Mexican soccer player announcer.
He lifts up the fucking the mud horn thing. Hold.
I'm just mad none of us said Nicolas Cage yet. That's all I can say.
You don't want Baby Yoda just screaming and staring at the camera with big ass eyeballs. That makes everybody uncomfortable. But I will take your Nicolas C. Cage and raise you a Barry White.
Oh shit!
We don't want Baby Yoda to be sexy.
I thought Barry White's dead.
Yeah,
he is. But we need to make it happen somehow. Sexy Baby Yoda. Oh, Brady.
The Sexy Baby Yoda album for Christmas.
Yeah, girl. You in the ditch with a sniper rifle. Yeah. Can't get enough of this hot broth. Oh, no, baby. I don't know why. Can't get enough of this hot broth. Oh, no, baby.
Or if there's a way that would totally ruin it for 3/4 of this podcast, give it the voice of Michael Cole.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Vintage Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Vintage Baby Yoda.
It's the big Mando.
I think they should give it the voice of Mara Ronaldo, so you can just scream and have seizures about Tope Suicida.
Mamma mia, Tope Suicida.
Or no. Shit. Danny Trejo.
Oh, Jesus.
Danny Trejo.
Why don't we just really ante up and get Hulk Hogan? Let me tell you something, Mando brother.
I love it. Hulk Hogan's my choice, my official choice.
Oh God,
that's so good, man.
I've been having so much fun with this character. I got a Baby Yoda video coming out soon, folks, so just stay tuned to the channel.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Kendo, should we make the announcement about next Wednesday what we're going to try to do? Because Nick, you're going to be involved even if you don't want to.
Yeah, I think you should make that announcement.
So next Wednesday night here on the channel, because this is the only channel we can control, Kendo, Nick, and myself, we're going to have a drunk commentary night live from the Airbnb in which we watch The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens back to back.
Oh,
God damn.
We're going to be playing the drinking game.
Oh,
we're going to take our licks. We're going to be drinking beer. I don't know if we should have like a shot. We won't have a shot tier because we need to survive for the next day.
We do.
A little bit of the bubbly. Well, we should have a little bit of the bubbly to celebrate Thursday night. I'll go get us some bottles of bubbly.
Yeah, and then we can get some orange juice so we can mimosa it up in the morning like a bunch of real men.
I know, right? I call Samantha.
Oh, God.
Sure. I don't know which one she is, but you can have her.
You're Carrie Bradshaw. I don't know the other two.
Terry Bradshaw? I'll be Terry Bradshaw. I fucking love Terry Bradshaw.
You have to shave and wax your head to look just like him.
I mean, I'm willing to do it. I do need a haircut. That's what I should do. I should just go in tomorrow with a picture of Terry Bradshaw and hand it to the South Bay. This is what I want.
Got you, fam.
You know what? Maybe I'm willing to do that.
Oh God.
Just go for the Hulk Hogan skullet.
It is kind of long in the back. It is a little shaggy. I could just be like, "Here, see this guy? This is Hulk Hogan, 1986. I need that."
They're like, "Do you want us to thin your hair too, or just kind of let it be natural?"
If you have steroids, I'll do it myself.
No, but yeah, we're gonna do that next week, and it'll probably be one of those things where we pass out. Like, what was the one? The Captain Marvel one fucked us.
Yeah,
it did. Yeah, it did.
We underestimated the desire of the people that listen to this channel to just blast us with $20 right out of the gate.
Swinging Cod was the worst one. That dude was like, "Good luck, guys."
Well, no, yeah, because he sends $80. We had to do like 4 full beers all at once.
You're forgetting that it's also
work the next day. I would have been fucked up.
Swinging Cod is also the dirty son of a bitch that had us watch Mother.
That's true. That's true.
Fucker, I am not over that yet, and I still don't like it.
So yeah, folks, that'll be next Wednesday at 8:00, right? That's a good time.
Yeah, that'll get us done by, I don't know, midnight 30. One-ish. Yeah.
Midnight 30 at the latest, because we're going to back-to-back, no breaks in between. If you got to pee, you can get up during the movie and pee.
Yeah. By the time we get towards the end of the second one, you could say we'd be at Midnight's Edge.
I should invite them on. Like, you
we
guys
could.
Suffer?
He's in the chat. That's why I said it.
Oh, okay. Tom, what up, Tom?
Yeah, he's in hanging out, so that's the only reason why I mentioned it.
Oh, okay.
I saw the opportunity to make that joke.
2020, we're gonna have another good crossover with them. That one that we had was bizarre when we got Andre on.
Yeah, that was a fun time because that was the trailer.
That was
coming out.
That was a fun day. That was a fun day.
I think it was actually a true crossover because there was the 3 of us, and I think the 3 people from Midnight's Edge were all there as well.
Yeah, that was my birthday. That was how I got to celebrate with a Star Wars trailer.
Yeah.
It was cool to talk to YouTubers I've been watching for years, but I had to watch a Star Wars trailer to do it.
Oh yeah. Once Andre got on there and started talking, I'm like, this is weird. I'm used to hearing this thing with my phone and not my headphones.
Because Jeremy came on like real quick and then dipped out.
I think we should we're gonna throw an offer out there to our fellow Fandom Menace YouTubers, like some of our friends that we've had on the High Council. We'll share a link with you guys during our Rise of Skywalker review if you want to pop on and say hey. God, that's gonna be the best night we've ever had on this channel. Like seriously, the call-in segments, all that shit.
Yeah, we're gonna be night. Yeah.
Let's see. Back to the super chats. James says we could use a Flash Gordon or Buck Rogers movie. I would watch a cool Buck Rogers movie.
Yeah. Now, who would you cast as Buck?
Zac Efron.
I mean, I'm pretty high on Zac Efron right now. I don't hate that choice at all, to be 100% honest with you.
Or Terry Bradshaw. It's one of those two.
Obviously,
yeah.
Bradshaw.
I mean, they're neck and neck.
7 lives. I can go to space.
I won 4 Super Bowls, and I don't remember my name half the time from CTE. Thanks.
Did he really?
Howard, that's some crazy shit. Yeah, man. Steel curtain, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, the 70s, the Steelers won 4 Super Bowls, and Terry Bradshaw was a part of all of it.
You got to remember, I grew up with watching Terry Bradshaw as the guy with the weird hair on Fox.
He totally is, too. That's not wrong at all.
Yeah. I was going to say that's Terry Bradshaw and his broadcaster person own a career thing.
I didn't grow up in a football household. I was like, I went to somebody's house and they had football on. It was him and Howie Long with his flat top.
Yeah. You had the flat top and the fading mullet. It's great.
Whatever happened to James Brown?
He's still there.
He's still on there. Yep.
What happened to his hair?
Yeah, he's
old as fuck, man. That black is starting to black a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, James Brown's still there. He's just on CBS now.
Oh, that's why I haven't seen it. Okay.
Yep.
I only watch football if it's on Fox.
Yeah.
The
other James Brown, the celebrity hot tub one,
he did.
He's dead.
He died on Christmas 2005.
Whew. It's been a while. And then James Brown, as in Jim Brown, the football player, he's still out there somewhere.
He was in some good movies.
He was in the Dirty Dozen. It was great.
That's a great.
He played Jefferson. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, which is one of my favorite little movies, man.
Is it really?
I love that movie. This movie is so bad, like it's so.
Dude, the Chris Rock, how much for an order of ribs?
Yep,
for an order. No, how much is one rib? How much for a sip of soda?
Can you put it in my hand?
That part is really good. My mom still says it to me because a couple years ago, well, not a couple, more like 15 years ago on the Bravo channel, they used to run a commercial that was that clip. I'm like, I'm gonna get you suckers on tonight at 9. And so I saw it so much that I would say it to my mom, and we would just laugh. When you see my mom next week, do me a favor and say that to her.
I absolutely will.
We all will. We all will.
Do you want
Yeah,
to make it ribs?
Fuck yeah, I wanted to make ribs last time. Goddamn,
we'll go get ribs. Oh, and Dion, I'm gonna bring a honey baked ham to your house for New Year's.
Deal. I like it.
So yeah, we'll have ham and prime rib and all that fun stuff.
Oh fuck yeah, I cannot wait.
We're either gonna die of a sodium-induced heart attack or a food coma.
That's the way I want to go out, brother.
So definitely tune into next week's episode, folks. It could be the last one ever.
We might not make it to the Rise of Skywalker. Wednesday night might be the end. Let's see. McKinney90 says, oh wait, Joel Feiner is back. Thank you, Joel. He says, the spoiler that Rey thinks that Luke and Leia are her parents. Sorry, the spoiler that Rey thinks of Luke and Leia as her parents when she takes their last name, does that imply incest?
Sure does. Put your sister to the test.
No, don't.
Oh, God.
Twisted Sister.
That's a good band.
You know what? We need that now. I need to see the Luke and Leia picture Brazzers, memes now. That has to happen.
Was it though, Kendo?
It's gonna happen anyway, so you know it's coming.
That's not all it's coming. McKinney90 says, hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, I got my copy of Stealing Solo yesterday, and the only damage I see is the top corner is a little dented. Well, McKinney90, still hold on to it, and like I said, keep it. Like what was it? Michael Roth says his own copy. You have the McKinney90 copy, which I'm sure that's not because that's a weird last name, 90. But yeah, that's your own personal edition, and then we'll get you the good one. So
that'd be a pretty cool last name if your last name was just a number.
Yeah, Trent
47.
Yeah, or TK421.
I don't think you want to be TK421.
You don't want to be there. That's for damn sure.
He ain't at his post.
Yeah. He was also the lover of Palpatine. Or not Palpatine, Grand Moff Tarkin. That's true,
I mean,
dude.
at least he's trading
I refuse to change that it's Admiral Dala. I'm not going with this bullshit Disney stuff. It is Admiral Dala's Grand Moff Tarkin's lover.
I mean, if you're just a stormtrooper and you're with the pretty much the almost complete top man of the Empire, was Tarkin like number 3? He's not doing too bad for himself.
Do stormtroopers get dental? Like, how does that work?
I would think so.
Okay. Yeah, these are the things I think about.
I mean, I would like to think that the Empire has a really good dental plan, retirement plan, healthcare, all that stuff. Because, I mean, they're technically in the military, so they're being taken care of.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Hopefully, old stormtrooper veterans are taken care of pretty well. Who knows? Anyways,
I'm kind of curious as to what
an article that there was a Burger King ad where they had spoilers for the Rise of Skywalker.
Jeez.
That's even better. I am curious to know though, what is the retirement plan for a stormtrooper? I mean, obviously
you die for the Empire, bitch. That's your retirement plan.
Yeah, I know, but you got to figure some of the ones that got in on the ground floor as the clone troopers, they were around for a good probably 40
Johnson,
years.
How long you been fighting? Man, I've been with the Empire since the beginning, man. I'm turning 50. I'm about to retire in 7 days. You know what? You're in the first wave, buddy. Good job. See you at the party. Shit.
Operation Trooper Shield.
That's their retirement plan.
That's what happened to all the clone troopers.
Yeah.
They faded away.
So they took them out. They took them out to pasture old Yeller style.
Yep.
Drag
because
they
they had the age enhancement, so that kept going.
Or they sent them back to Camino to be recycled. Soylent Green style.
Oh,
can you recycle a clone?
I mean, I'm assuming you. Well, if you clone a clone, bad things happen. See Multiplicity.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Let's see. Cadus82 says, "Preach it, Dion, on the super weapons."
Damn right. I swear to God, I will lose my shit.
I can't wait to go see this movie in the theater with you guys. It's going to be amazing.
It's at least going to be fun. I'll at least
time.
say that. It's at least going to be a good time, even though it might ruin my entire fucking livelihood.
Dude, speaking of seeing the movie in theaters, the Fixer has a great message. He says, later today, when I go see Rise of Skywalker opening night, I'm gonna bring a cigar, moonshine, and a Five Guys burger. Once I finish it all, I'm gonna leave. Simple as that.
Nice.
I mean, that's a good way to do it.
I like that.
Man,
I've taken Five Guys burgers to movies before.
I also love the.
I'm doing that now. Whenever Hillary and I are doing double features, I'm sneaking in fucking Five Guys.
I do love the no fucks attitude about that. The cigar, the moonshine, and the burger. It's like he has no fucks to give. It's just like, all right, I'm gonna do this.
Just get some of that Cajun seasoning on the burger with a little A1 and onion. You're set.
Oh damn! There you go. There you go.
That sounds delicious.
It is.
Dion Special Horse Little Biscuit goes, oh, hello, Dion. Is that gross enough for you?
Oh, really gets me in the.
Hold on, I can do it with some sparkling water. Let's try that again. Hello, Dion. How's that?
That just makes me really uncomfortable.
Oh, hello, Dion.
Hey, Dion, how's it going, buddy?
Now I gotta take off my goddamn headphones, guys. Really? Is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dion. That's what we're doing.
I don't like this.
It's okay. Just think about this.
Not okay. It's the opposite of okay. If there is okay, this is not that.
We're all friends here, Dion. It's okay.
Just imagine what this is going to be like in person.
I'm
in
not
a
feeling
week.
friendly right now. I'm feeling the opposite of friendly. I'm feeling attacked right now.
This is going to be really wonderful in a week when we're all together in person.
Yeah. Imagine waking up to all of us talking to you like this.
I'd much rather it be in person because then I could just back away. With this, I got to keep taking my shit. I keep looking behind.
You could never back away from this. Tell me about the bears and rabbits.
Nobody backs Dion into a corner.
I hate all you guys.
You can hate us now, or you can hate us later.
It would be extremely painful.
For you.
Perhaps he's wondering why you would back away from a man. While he's whispering sweet nothings in your ear.
This is your body without fiber.
Oh God, I love those videos so much.
I think that might be my ultimate favorite YouTube video, the extended cut of the Bane rap and all that.
Oh,
yes.
Dude,
yes.
those are so much fun.
Good.
Who was the one man who defeated me in freestyle?
Only me.
Yes, only you. Acid Blade 21 says, since Disney is using stuff from the EU, why can't they use ships from the EU for the Rise of Skywalker, like the E-Wing, the K-Wing, the Heavy Bomber, the T-Wing, and TIE Hunter, and the Scimitar Assault Fighter? Because
fuck you, that's why.
Yeah, because they want people that are illiterate to come to the movie.
And
I honestly
they have T-Wings in the video games too.
I think honestly though, Acid Blade, it's because X-Wings and TIE Fighters, people can identify those, and there's that sense of familiarity that Disney just keeps pounding into the Star Wars. It's like, you know this, you love Star Wars, this is more of the same stuff you love. It'd be like if Iron Man wore the same armor in every movie. He doesn't.
Right.
He didn't. Right. He's dead. But, he looked cool while he was doing it.
Yeah, he did.
His best armor for me was in Infinity War.
Oh, the nano armor?
Yeah, when he tapped his chest and it came on as he was fighting in the streets.
Yeah,
nanotech. I like it.
I like this. I like the suitcase one in part 2 because I thought it was ridiculous, entirely ridiculous.
Oh, supposed to be the Centurion armor. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I mean, my favorite look is probably the Iron Man 2 I don't know, or the first Avengers armor, because it looks very comic booky.
Yeah,
but just for like what's the coolest in terms of like what I would want, it would be the nano suit, so I can wear a sweatsuit and tap my chest twice, or put on some sunglasses, and I'm Iron Man.
Or I mean,
the ion cannons that come out of your fucking suit from Infinity War is just so fucking cool.
Oh, dude, I love that movie so much.
I do too, man. It's so good.
We're getting drunk and watching it.
Damn, Skip.
Right.
Darth Fatass says, "Amen. Testify, brother Dion. Testify."
I only speak the truth, my peeps. I only speak the truth because it's if some motherfuckers ain't asking the questions, then god damn it, I will.
Apocrypha says, "Fun fact: Armageddon was co-written by J.J. Abrams."
Who would have fucking thought?
That's why I don't like the movie.
God,
That explains why I never had interest in watching it.
Yeah, that's why Deep Impact was way better.
Because Morgan Freeman, yeah, you're right.
He was the president. Yeah, that's.
King Archer says TLJ, perfect, nothing but net, says Ryan Johnson.
Shit. Fuck that dude.
He would.
You know what that reminds me of, Kendo? The Clerks cartoon that has the fake ads on it. Shit, pure shit, Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
Roller Coaster Addict says, I am every voice inside your McClunky.
Thank you for bringing that back.
Dude, I was watching the Angry Video Game Nerd. He had a video. He does this like video store review series. And it was this guy was talking to Greedo, and they had like a Greedo action figure superimposed. And then he goes, McClunky, and then they shoot Greedo. It was such a good riff on it. Like, I'm almost jealous that we didn't do it first.
Oh man.
Let's see. Darth Vader says, "Are corn dogs a sandwich?" They're delicious.
They're a sweet pop. They're candy.
Oh God, we have a whole list of people with voices for Baby Yoda. Holy shit! I'll wait for Dion to get back. Not a band account. Thank you. Says Ray should put on the helm. I'm Darth Vader now. I don't know if I could handle. I could handle that because Darth Vader eventually dies. If Ray dies, we're cool, right?
Yeah,
I'm okay with that 100%.
Joseph Bionowitz says cats will sandbox Star Wars.
That'd be hilarious.
Get out of here.
Hey, if a fan says it, I'm cool with it. You guys, I hold you to a different standard.
That's fine.
Different standard. TLJ Screwjob says WCBS Comic 2, stealing Luke Skywalker. Number 3, making Organa never mind. Hashtag number 3, laying Leia XXX parody. Or attending Carrie's funeral. You decide.
Oh my God.
Damn.
There was so much to unpack right there.
The guys know what we actually have. I have in the process.
Oh,
so.
yeah. We've got a couple of fun things coming your way that we've discussed in private, and I don't know. One of them I'm quite partial to, and I want it to happen sooner than later. I think it'd be hilarious if it was to happen pretty soon.
I still want Wokebusters to happen by the time that movie comes out.
Oh man,
I got plans. I got warrants. Let's see. Fender Robot says, buy Cats tickets, but don't see the film.
That's probably what I'm going to do. In all honesty, I'll buy tickets for for those 4 weeks just to give it a little boost. See what happens.
Well, TLJ Screwjob has a great idea. Hashtag Run with Harriet is now hashtag Meow with Cats.
I did buy two tickets for Harriet. So yeah.
Well, they thank you. The movie was a success. It made dollars. So
hey man, that's fine as long as it did better than Dark Fate. We're okay.
Well, I don't know. Okay, Google. Harriet box office.
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. Box office. The film grossed $3.9 million on its first day. It went on to slightly overperform, debuting to $11.7 million and finishing 4th.
So overall, the movie made $40 million.
That's not bad. On
a $17 million budget. So I mean,
okay. No, we did good then.
I wish Harriet nothing but the best.
Yeah, man.
Who the hell's even in this movie? Nobody I know. Oh, like Janelle Monáe. So nobody I care about. Let's see. TLJ Foda says, have you guys watched the honest teaser, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker? It's freaking hilarious and so true. I did see this. Did you guys watch it yet?
No, I haven't.
I thought it was funny. It's just like all of these places have kind of either they're throwing a little shade at Star Wars or they're throwing, a lot of shade at Star Wars. Honest Trailers has always been like Screen Junkies has always been kind of a more edged on the side of, studios and stuff like that for their access. But it turns out that even they are making fun of The Rise of Skywalker because it's now the thing to do to riff on Star Wars. So I have seen it, Foda. I liked it. I would recommend anybody watch it, especially the ending where it goes like coming soon Mandalorian, coming soon this, coming soon that. It's well made and very well done. So I give it 2 thumbs up. Demogenize says, go see Ip Man 4. Also, Jumanji review tomorrow. So, folks, if you want to see a Jumanji review, because we won't have one on this channel, go to the Demanjini channel. That's spelled DMANJINI. So, Demanjini.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to catch it this weekend.
Wanderer says Keanu Reeves for Darth Revan. What did you think of the news that John Wick 4 and Matrix 4 open up on the same day?
Excited for John Wick 4. Probably wanted to punch myself in the chest for the Matrix 4 because what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the first Matrix was fun, and then it went downhill immediately from that. But John Wick 4, I mean, John Wick's one of those things that like he's just gonna be fighting and kicking ass for an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm okay with that. Like he can battle like the Yakuza or something and like be mad at them. It's okay.
When is John Wick gonna go to space? I'm gonna buy anything
when the Yakuza hire him to kill the Russians in space.
I didn't realize the Japanese and the Russians had beef, but okay.
They do in John Wick. I don't know. I guess when the U.S. president calls John Wick to take care of things and he gives him like a bucket full of gold coins or something. I don't know, like 4 truckloads full of gold coins.
These are doubloons, ma. Real. I will go. I'll go see John Wick because The Matrix 4 has. I've never had an easier time skipping a movie.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things where it's like as soon as they announced the inkling of it, I was like, no, don't do it, don't do that. You're gonna bomb. Don't do that. And then like, oh, we're really gonna do it. I'm like, damn it, just leave it alone. Like you tried making what is it, Jupiter Ascending, and that was trash. Just quit.
Now, our next super chat's going to be one that actually takes us to our next topic. Mellow E says, thoughts on the Wonder Woman 84 trailer? Happy holidays, y'all. Well, first off, Mellow E, thank you for the happy holidays wishes. We're all excited. But Wonder Woman 84, I asked you guys to watch this trailer this week. Nick, you go first. What were your thoughts of the trailer?
I thought it was okay. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a good time. I know nothing about the bad guys or what's going to happen in it, but I mean, it looked fun.
You know the bad guy, that like businessman?
Yeah,
that's the Mandalorian.
Oh, what's his name?
Pedro Pascal.
There you go. Gal Gadot looks hot. I'm gonna go with she's the best looking woman to ever play a superhero. Yeah, and I mean the 80s thing. I think this is the last time they can do it because it's like even for me, I'm just like, all right. You guys got to quit this shit. Like it's got to be done now. I'm over it as well. And I'm pretty sure the mall that they're using is the same one from Stranger Things season 3, season 4.
Oh, the one that you went to?
Yeah, I think it's like right down the road for me.
Well,
because I mean, it looks fun, but then like all of a sudden her boyfriend comes back. I don't know what's really happening with that. I mean, remember you telling me what the whole thing was, but still, it's just like. I don't know. It looks good, and I have high hopes for DC. I hope it's a lot of fun because they've been pretty good so far. So I don't know. It also looks a little bit kind of like a Bond movie.
It looks like something. That's all I can say.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm once again like I'm on board with it because I want DC to do good, but that may change after I watch it.
Dion.
Yes.
Thoughts on the Wonder Woman 84 trailer?
It was better than I thought it was going to be. After reading the leaks, I was like, fuck, this movie's going to really suck. But the trailer wasn't bad. Again, I'm with Nick. I'm tired of the whole 80s thing. It's like, okay, I get it. Neon and malls and all that shit. The action actually looked cool. I mean, her... fucking the gun up and then the bullets flying up and then she hits the fucking that looked really cool. That looked really, really cool. But I'm not a fan of Captain Kirk coming back in this one. Obviously, I'm waiting to see what supposedly Maxwell Lord is going to be doing, but they did a good job of maintaining a little bit of confusion and secrecy as to what's going on. But it's going to be really hard for me to get over the fact that that fucking Trevor's back. we'll see how that fucking goes. The action looks good. I hope it does well. And hopefully they explain why the motherfucker disappeared until that abysmal Batman vs Superman. Because they can't be like, oh, no, Wonder Woman
died.
Right? Yeah, he died again, brother. Oh shit, did he? That poor bastard. But no, it's just especially with them showing her stopping a robbery. I'm like, yeah, so it's gonna be very interesting to know why everyone would didn't recognize. Hey, that's fucking Diana Troy walking at this fucking museum. We don't know who this chick is, but it was way better than I thought it was going to be a shitty trailer, but it kept me interested. I'm at least willing to go and see how this shit turns
out. Kendo.
I think Kendo got kicked. Is he waiting in the room?
Oh,
I don't see him.
Oh, there he is. Kendo.
Hello.
Thoughts on Wonder Woman 84?
I found it to be underwhelming. I want it to be good because I like the first one, and it would be nice for DC to have another good movie. The trailer looked all right. It didn't make me super excited for it. I'm also kind of over the whole 80s thing, which if I'm over the 80s nostalgia stuff, then it's telling you you've had too much of it. Other than that, it's whatever. Gal looked great. She probably hasn't worked out enough for a certain member that we know, guy talking to, and he probably hates it, so I'm going to love it.
As much as I enjoy everything 80s, music, TV shows,
Bush.
70s actually in that regard. The trailer was fine. I didn't dislike the trailer. I really loved the music. They took Blue Monday's oh God, what's the fuck of that song? Oh, I can't think of it. I guess it's Blue Monday by whatever.
Yeah.
But, that song was cool. It was orchestrated. Then it went back into the original. It was a very neat, well put together trailer. My only thing is the leaks sounded really dumb, and we saw the magical rock and all that crap from the leaks. So I don't know. The question was about the trailer. The trailer was fine. I hope this movie's good because I really liked the first Wonder Woman. I like Gal Gadot a lot as Wonder Woman. And she's always solid in all of her movies. So let's just, hope it turns out great because all superhero movies, I don't know, man. I'm cool with Marvel. The formula's a little played out, but anything else, I'm still open to.
Oh yeah, even if she doesn't lift enough weights.
True, Gal Gadot, she is not.
Gal Gadot.
So I have a question for you. Have you guys heard about the cutout lightsaber duel from the Star Wars prequels?
No.
Yes.
No.
This morning.
Yeah, so George Lucas cut the best lightsaber fight out of the prequels.
Why?
Here, the best lightsaber fight in the Star Wars franchise may be one you never saw. The opinion of stunt coordinator Nick Gilliard, who helped choreograph the fights throughout the prequel trilogy. Gilliard was discussing the lightsaber battle in The Phantom Menace when we mentioned that Darth Maul versus Qui-Gon versus Obi-Wan's three-way battle is considered by many fans to be the best laser sword contest in the entire saga. Then Gilliard surprised us by revealing, no, there is another. There's a better one fans never saw, Gilliard said, a Revenge of the Sith fight in which Obi-Wan takes on 6 of General Grievous's bodyguards at the same time. Star Ewan McGregor trained for weeks just to get Obi-Wan's choreography down for the complicated sequence. But when it came time to film, the production was running short on time. Since the fight wasn't essential to the storyline, George Lucas invented a simpler one to eliminate the bodyguards. Obi-Wan uses the Force to crush them with a piece of the ceiling. Ewan McGregor says, it was the most complicated fight we ever did. And George said, I'm really sorry. I'm going to drop a container on 5 of them. And here's the final result. And that's just a clip. So, yeah. I can't believe there was something really awesome that we didn't get to see.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's disappointing as shit. That would have been... I mean, it was funny when he did it in Revenge of the Sith, especially when he walks by and cuts the one dude's head off, but I wanted to see him kick those things' asses.
Yeah, that'd have been awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why couldn't we have had that?
Well... This is why we can't have nice things. Now, a bunch of our listeners have sent in voices for Baby Yoda. So you guys ready to hear these?
Yes.
Yes.
Dustin Rogers also suggests Gilbert Godfrey.
Nice.
Modalicious suggests Keith David as Baby Yoda. Cool.
Yes.
That would up his cool factor quite a bit.
King Arturus asks the question, can we bribe a Make-A-Wish kid to request that the Disney trilogy be decanonized as a last wish?
Good God.
Ooh, that's
Wow.
I mean, it's a lot better than wanting to meet John Cena.
So,
you can't even see him.
Yeah.
God damn it, Dion.
Oh, jeez. That's a spicy meatball.
I don't know, King Arturus. I don't know.
Yeah. It might be a big ask, as they say.
Danny DeVito is Baby Yoda, says Justin Smith.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Flush that turd down the drain. I've been watching a lot of It's Always Sunny.
I gotta get back into it. I keep seeing shit. It makes me want to watch it. I'm just gonna say fuck it.
I've been watching old episodes because the new seasons are crap.
Yeah, so I've been hearing it. I didn't watch this. I haven't been watching this season.
Dion, you'll like this one. Apocrypha suggests Jaleel White as Steve Urkel as Baby Yoda.
But only if he talks like Black Dynamite.
No, Jaleel White, not Michael Jai White.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
How do you mistake Urkel for Black Dynamite?
Nick's had a rough week.
Yeah, you got to tell us on After Hours about the guy that made you chug the hot coffee.
That'll all be on After Hours.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, and then like I come back yesterday, and then this morning I have to wake up at like 8:30 to go to work. So it's been a fun couple of days. Jeez.
Let's see. David Hervey says Sean Connery is Baby Yoda. That's a great.
That would be, dude. That'd be
cool
funny.
As shit. That'd be cool as shit.
Cotton Hill for Baby Yoda, says Russell Nash.
There you go.
Justin Smith says Shaggy Lanzan as Baby Yoda. Who's Shaggy Lanzan? Because I know Shaggy Rogers is the character.
It's not that guy that put out that really shitty music like 20 years ago, is it?
I don't know. I just typed in Shaggy Lanzan, and it gave me the Scooby-Doo movie, but like a foreign trailer for it.
So wouldn't that be like
if Shaggy from Scooby-Doo was the voice?
Yeah. That's what I keep getting as well, is like Matthew Lillard and Shaggy and things like that. So I don't know.
Oh. Well,
Like
we wouldn't be able to get Casey Kasem. He's dead.
Yeah.
How about Burt Ward, since they both voiced Robin?
There you go.
That works. Burt Ward's still around. He makes holistic dog food.
Darth Vader sent in a super chat that says, "You brave souls." I'm guessing that's when we do our drunk commentaries next week.
I'm assuming so.
I guess we'll have to get. I hope they have a Blu-ray player at this place.
I'll bring mine just in case.
All right. Sadly, I have Blu-rays of a Blu-ray of The Last Jedi. We should burn it.
We should burn it.
We should also burn a kidney T-shirt, Kendo.
That's right.
Maytag820 says, so do you think when episode 10, 11, and 12 release, we will look back and say, the sequels weren't so bad?
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever see those movies.
I don't know, man. I
wouldn't count on it. Don't count on it.
I'm gonna go with no. Because I don't think we're gonna ever have more movies in the saga like this. I hope not. I hope that in 20 years they don't get crazy again. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna make some more. It's like, oh fuck you guys. Modalicious says drunk Orson Welles. Aha. The existence of Rancham pain. There you go. That's the best I can give you off the top of my head. I need a couple beers. I don't know why I made him sound so high pitched, but I love Orson Welles. But you seen the P commercial?
No.
Yes.
We'll watch that, dude. We'll have a couple beers and we'll watch that. Son of Gale says there won't be an episode 10, 11, and 12. I'm inclined to agree with Son of Gale's that we'll never see episodes 10, 11, 12. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that camp as well.
Let's see. Dean Holpsaffel says, or Holpsaffel, I'm sorry, he says, worst line, time to face gravity from Die Another Day, or I saved you, silly, from The Last Jedi.
Definitely I saved you, silly.
Yeah.
Because at least Time to Face Gravity is like a funny pun, so it's fine, and it's it's.
I think Time to Face Gravity hurts me more because it's Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
Like
and he's fucking yelling it. Time to Face Gravity. Like, oof, dude. Fucking
Die Another Day is the hardest Bond movie to watch with him in it. Like, it's like when we step into like fairy tale video game land.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd like to know what Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson were thinking.
They weren't. They were just snorting coke off of each other.
Hey, what if we had this motherfucker named Gustav Graves?
That's not even the bad part. Like the whole gene therapy and stuff and the face changing, that's cool. It's when you get to a space laser and a rocket sled and
also the North Korea can just get South Korea.
Yeah.
Like that's not really world threatening.
Yeah, it was just threatening to that part of the world. That's it.
It should have just been Bond gets captured, eventually escapes as a political prisoner, goes on a revenge mission, and then comes back at the end and gets his MI6 license back.
Yeah, he's bound.
Yeah.
But yeah, just so North Korea could get fucking South Korea, like, guys, we know they're fucking crazy, but
Wanderer sent in a 2-part super chat, so I'm going to read those even though they didn't come in order. First off, he says, I was 13 when the play Cats came to my town. I couldn't wait to see it. After the show, I asked if I wanted to meet some of the performers. Boy, was I thrilled! But when I got backstage, they were drunk and out of control. And
God,
sausage by Mr. Mephistopheles.
Is
that from Team America?
Team America, yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's from Team America, where one guy talks about why he hates actors.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, I was like, that's really fucked up. But
yeah, cornhole by Mr. Mephistopheles.
Oh shit.
I need to watch Team America soon.
That's a good one.
It's really good. Oh, America.
Let's see. Makini 90 has an important question for all of us.
All right.
Off topic. How do you feel about Eddie Murphy? He turned down Ghostbusters to do Beverly Hills Cop. How do you think he would have done in Ghostbusters? Well, first off, Makini 90, I'm glad that he turned down Ghostbusters to make Beverly Hills Cop because Beverly Hills Cop is amazing.
Yeah, because I feel like he would have been too much for that movie. It would have been like three, I guess, like what, 2 or 3 comedians is fine, but then having the fourth one in there would have been too much. And yeah, it would have
the same movie, so it kind of worked out. So we got Beverly Hills Cop out of it, which is fantastic, and we got the Ghostbusters that we know and love out of it. So it worked out really, really well.
Yeah, if you ever get the crazy 5-disc thing of Ghostbusters where it's like 3 Blu-rays and 2 UHD DVDs or Blu-rays or whatever, the one Blu-ray that shows you all the deleted scenes, it shows you all the deleted scenes. If you watch those and try to put them into the movie, it immediately breaks the continuation or the continuity of the movie, and it doesn't work. And the way it's edited, the way it's put together is everything. It's a really tight and very well put together movie and story. Any deviation, it's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Winston has a part in the story, but I think Eddie Murphy was too famous in 1984. He had already done Trading Places and SNL and all that stuff. So yeah, I think that was the best decision he ever made career-wise.
Yeah.
Because that really sent him. Beverly Hills Cop was more successul than Ghostbusters. That's not our.
By the numbers, it is. Yeah.
More money in its initial release than Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I mean, adjusted for inflation, Beverly Hills Cop made a stupid amount of money. Just the first one.
It was in theaters a little bit longer though, but so I mean, who's counting?
Well, Ghostbusters?
No, Beverly Hills Cop was in theaters longer than Ghostbusters.
How much longer? Because it came out in December. Ghostbusters was a summer release.
I mean, it's like its initial run in theaters was longer than Ghostbusters was.
Oh,
I'd have to go back and check what it was, but it was in there just a tad longer than Ghostbusters got its run.
Well, I'm glad that.
Not to take anything away from it, I love both movies very much.
That's true. That's like, was it Sophie's Choice? Is that movie where it's hard to decide which one? So yeah,
it's like if you put a gun to my head, and make me pick one. I'm just gonna say shoot me.
I'm picking Beverly Hills Cop. Sorry.
Every time.
That's really it's like, what do I want to watch is a hard decision because I watch them both quite frequently. Like when the Ghostbusters trailer dropped the other day, I instantly turned on Ghostbusters as I was making the video.
Yep, I watched it too.
Yeah, it's such a great movie. I even watched part of number 2.
Well, he is Vigo.
Buzzing of flies.
That's right.
Oh man.
Let's see. Klingon sent a giant super chat. Thank you very much, Klingon. They say, for what it's worth, it is a good trailer. If you're going in blind with no part 7 or 8 to reflect on, it tugs at the old fans' heartstrings.
I don't know about all that shit.
Well, that's the problem, though. Going in blind to 7 and 8, you would have to ask where Han is, where this character is. Like,
yeah, you can't really go in blind to a part 3 of a movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, if you're gonna ignore everything and only go by like the major story bits, then maybe. But even then, why are you forcing yourself to ignore these giant plot holes in these last 2 movies and accepting this third one, being like, it's gonna be okay? Just because it's Star Wars? Come on now.
Well, honestly, the only third movie in a series that you can watch, there's like you can watch Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade without the other 2.
Yeah.
It goes back and it tells the story of him as a child, and it really works as each Indiana Jones movie actually works as a standalone film.
Oh, definitely.
But
definitely.
like with Star Wars,
but I also think that in itself is a rare trilogy, though. Like it's a very, very rare for something like that to happen.
Yeah, and they're all great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Star Wars, like Return of the Jedi. Excuse me. But Return of the Jedi is very dependent upon the other 2. Well, actually, obviously just Empire, because like first off, you need to meet the characters. Secondly, you have to know who Han Solo is, why he's frozen in carbonite. And then with episode 2 to 3, you kind of need to know why Anakin has a metal arm and this and that and all the things he's gone through with Padme, that they're secretly married. So I think only Indiana Jones would allow that to be watched separately, but I don't know how I would approach this movie if I were to go in without 7 and 8. You would just go, well, these are lightsabers, these are characters, who's flying the Millennium Falcon now? I think it would generate too many questions.
Yeah. You can't watch this. I mean, because like you said, it's like Nick said, like, where is Han Solo? You can't just not have them there. Plus, all the shit. I mean, certain parts would be better, right? Because not knowing about the fact that they had no one to help them, not knowing about the resistance getting their ass kicked, that might help part of the film. But in terms of the stars, you need to have those questions answered. You just can't jump into episode 9 without 7 and 8.
Now, plus, there are a couple. Like, I'm still mad about the Duel of Fates thing. I can't let that one go.
Well, I mean, it's horrible.
So, thank you, Klingon. I keep wanting to read it as King Khan, like, from King of the Hill. Modalicious says, shilling for shekels, check out my channel. Folks, shilling for shekels, Modalicious' channel. Check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The worst person in the world says, you guys should really try to do something with Cinemassacre for the Rise of Skywalker. That'd be really interesting to see.
That'd be fucking awesome, but I doubt
we'd love to do something with Cinemassacre. Who the hell wouldn't want to work with the Angry Video Game Nerd?
Yeah. I watched this video on Majora's Mask the other day. It was good.
I'm going to watch it. I just didn't have 45 minutes.
I did, and I disagreed with him in parts because he was making it out like the game was a lot harder and badder than it is. Badder's not a word. Worse than it is, and it's like, if I didn't have any problems with it 20 years ago, you shouldn't be having problems with it now, nerd.
I can't believe that game's almost been out for 20 years.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, because I got it for Christmas the year of 2000.
2000. I didn't buy Majora's Mask because I knew you couldn't be adult Link, and I hate Kid Link. So,
it's got its moments. I mean, I like the game. I get where people piss and moan about the time limit thing with it because of the 3-day thing, and like, how are you supposed to get everything? You can do it if you plan ahead. It requires you to sit down and strategize, and some people can't handle that.
I just, I've moved to a point where I'm enjoying, not Twilight Princess, whatchamacallit, Breath of the Wild so much that I don't want to go back to other types of Zelda games.
Yeah, it's hard. It's definitely hard to go back to them after you've played Breath of the Wild because it's such a great game, but I'm able to do it. I don't know how. I'm just that much of a fan. I'm just a giant Zelda douche.
Dion, does Hillary still play Zelda?
Not often. I mean, she's on the Pokemon right now, but yeah, she every once in a while.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, she's really digging it. But she every once in a while she would throw on Breath of the Wild, but yeah, she's not super into it right now.
I don't even know what's going on. Is it Sword and Shield Pokemon?
Yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield. New region, new Pokermans. It's modeled after Britain. That's about it. It's fun. I had a good time with it. I finished the playthrough the other night, and so now I'm just going through and just getting stuff I missed the first time around.
Andy Cervantes says Dion is a commentator for Dark Fate when it comes out on Blu-ray. Change my mind.
Oh my god!
I mean, he's seen it enough times he could probably do it
Did
easily.
you get from memory yet?
Oh,
Sarah Connor hit the 48-minute mark.
Oh yeah. Blasphemous.
She says blasphemous, huh? You know, Andy, I'll get Dion a copy, and we'll definitely do that in 2020.
Shit, he's probably already got it pre-ordered.
Did
he's got the steelbook pre-ordered.
Did they just contact you and give you a free copy since you saw it 100 times?
God damn it.
That's the new.
You get a personal call from James Cameron. He's like, "Thank you. We needed the money. Here's a free copy. What's your address?"
TJ Miller was very
No, Tim.
Please
Miller.
talk.
TJ Miller's a
TJ.
different.
Fuck both of them. How about that shit?
There you go. I'm surprised you're mad at the director of your favorite movie, though.
Oh, fuck you.
He's done nothing but bringing you entertainment for all these. Well,
yeah, favorite movie in my ass.
Deadpool was good
for all these 3 years.
Yeah. Dixon Sider says, I know I give Dion a lot of crap about horses. Dion, but I love you, man. Merry Christmas to the WCBS and the Fandom Menace.
Ah,
thanks, buddy. Merry Christmas to
you, man.
Yes, and have a joyous Kwanzaa.
And a happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Was it Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa?
There you go. Just hit them all at once.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you have intercultural dating.
Yeah.
TLJ Screwjob says, Baby Yoda. By God, it's the Mandalorian.
It's Mandalorian, Kang. Yes, such for ass.
They are.
When Mando gets back to the ship, we're gonna have some mules.
Let's see.
Like Wilford Brimley.
Cruising diabetes.
Oh, that's fresh.
Cruising Through Time sent 2 super chats. First off, a $2 one that is just $2. Thank you. And then he says, first super chat, hail WCBS. How big is Batista's Yule log?
I don't know. But if he went to KFC, he might have got one of those KFC flavored ones.
And finally, Andy Cervantes again says, say no to woke wars. Dion, watch Dark Fate. I'm out.
Damn it.
Dion, you're turning off our audience, bro.
Yeah. I ain't turning off or turning on shit.
You start out strong and
he's staying neutral.
This is bullshit. I'm being set up, damn it. I'm being set up. I didn't watch Dark Fate.
You didn't watch it more than 100 times?
Yeah.
No.
He's like, I didn't watch Dark Fate once. I saw it twice. Opening night.
When did it become your favorite Terminator movie?
When I started gnawing on the end of the shotgun. When did it become your favorite movie? Not at all. Ever did it become anything close to that? Because
when did you realize you loved Terminator Dark Fate more than your family?
Probably around the time that I realized that I was that dude that Nick was slurping off in the club.
Oh, okay.
Make this about
if
him.
you want to hear about Nick slurping off a dude in the club, make sure you join us after hours. God damn it.
I don't know why we're making this about him and not about the quote Dion said where he said Terminator Dark Fate wipes its ass with Lethal Weapon. I mean, why would you say that?
Whoa now. Easy.
Yeah, Dion, quit deflecting.
Yeah.
Easy. Don't you dare say that blasphemy. I would never, ever would I ever give some bullshit like that to one of my favorite movies one of the greatest action movies of all time. God damn it.
Then why'd you say it?
Never. I didn't say no shit like that. God damn it. Fuck a James Russell.
We're done. That's the end of the show. So, folks, this is has been episode 199.5 of World Class Bullshitters. Next week is a big show. We hope you had a good time this week. If you're new to the channel, because we've had a lot of people, check out the Star Wars videos, check out the High Council if you want more focused Star Wars content. But we are World Class Bullshitters, and we have a lot of fun here on the channel. So we hope you guys had as much fun as we did, just like this weird Jared Leto commercial that's on TV right now.
Yeah,
By
I'm
the way,
not sure what the hell's happening.
And I'm embarrassed to say I do. No, but folks, next week, next Thursday night, our show will probably start around 10-ish.
Yeah.
Because we're going to go see The Rise of Skywalker. We're going to be prepared before we go, and it's going to be live. We'll be on camera. We're going to be answering phone calls. We're going to be talking about the movie into the wee hours of the morning. We'll start out with a spoiler-free section of the show, and then the show will go into spoilers, and we'll answer everything you guys want. So do not miss out on that. It's going to be the biggest show of the year. It's also going to be the last show of the year. We're going out with style, boys. So we're going to have some fun at the expense of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Next Wednesday, the 18th, Kendo, Nick and I, not Dion. Sorry, Dion's busy with a job. We're going to be watching The Force Awakens, followed by The Last Jedi, and a drunk commentary. So, Swinging Cod and all the people that have listened, if you want to know how we do it, the drinking rules will be on the screen. And I'll put them on the screen while I read this last super chat from Makini90. But this is this is our drinking game. We ripped it off from Jesse. It works, and it'll help us get through Rose Tico and her potato sack jumpsuit quite easily next Wednesday night. So, Torture, if you're into it, hey, that's the name of the game. Let's see. Our friend Makini90 says, secretly Dion's really heartbroken that Dark Fate didn't get an Oscar or Golden Globe nomination.
That's probably true.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, Queen.
No.
Yes.
Jesus.
Anyway, Nick, promote your channel.
All right, let's do this.
Forget where.
There we go. There we go. No. I was trying to do screenshot. Damn it. It takes a minute. All right. All right. There's my channel. Real Independent Productions. Real with two because Film Pun. Every Friday we do a podcast called Scary Drunk. We missed last Friday because I wasn't drunk, but things happened. Yeah, we also have another show called Wayne Likes to Watch, where my friend Wayne likes to watch things and talk about them. So we do that. Also, we have the Campfire that I do with Richard Tanner every Wednesday. So subscribe and be part of that. We have all the links for all of our social media and things like that. Go like us. Also, I am filming a segment for the movie I've been filming in October with Jeff for a special scene that's going to be in the movie called Once Upon a Nightmare, Mother Noose. So while I'm in town, we'll be filming a scene for that, a very special scene that you will only be able to see once you buy the movie. So be on the lookout for that.
I'm a selling point.
Yeah, he's the selling point.
So yeah, folks, we'll be back next time. I got a video coming out tomorrow, and like I said, Tuesday morning I'll have all the stuff ready, and we'll do our Good Morning Pop Culture Christmas fun time holiday special. I'll have lots of coffee, lots of P.O. Box things to open up. We'll do it live. We'll have fun, and then this will be the last time the P.O. Box is going to be used because I'm going to have a new P.O. Box, and keep your eyes and ears open for the information on that. So, folks, this has been a really fun episode. We'll be back next week with episode 200. We'll probably be at 150,000 subscribers, so it's going to be a super awesome, crazy week. Again, we couldn't do it without anybody, without any of you, so we appreciate it. And yeah, that's it. So go out into the world and be excellent to each other.
.com.
.org.
.net.